Fine, let's get to it.
Dirge.
I've got a few questions to ask today, and some research to do.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a
Here's
lot.
the kind of place to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait a minute. Do these always float? I could have sworn you used to be able to just, like, throw them proper.
Ever so often they do that, yeah.
Why?
I did not hit the wrong button. You can't say that. Hey, boss, how you doing?
Maybe I just haven't been. Nah, you know what? On God, things have been rough lately. Like, we're talking getting backstabbed by, like, crewmates and shit that you're supposed to trust on super duper important missions and shit. So I've honestly just needed a break away from all the bullshit. That's why I'm here. I mean, granted, I should just be here anyway because this is one of my jobs. But like, still.
I only understood the last part of that.
Why are you so muffled?
Because it's funny. I think it's hilarious, and I'm here to serve myself and myself alone, and make me happy. Now, what can I get for you?
You can amuse yourself and amuse others. You don't need. Not this hill. I'll have a black coffee, please. And am I good to take it into the library?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just don't spill it on any of the books or the rug. He's very particular about the rug. And the pillows. And
Just don't spill
the
it.
beanbag. Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of
yeah.
pillows, like, why does it sound like Orion has literally shoved, like, a pillow in their
He's
mouth?
chose that.
His vocal system has like fell down his throat somewhere and it's just lost, like a fucking lost coin in a well.
Yeah,
That's
I had
really
half a
shit
mind
out of
to.
me.
I had half
I
a
told
mind
him
to
on
take
the
the
podcast
elbow
He's
and
singing
just
Christmas
hit
songs.
him
He said he
just for a
already
little
did it to
bit so I
himself.
could reset him.
It's the vampire,
Also, that'd be 8 credits.
Right, yeah. Ah, you know, I'm saying this here and now because I know exactly where this began.
when they're damaged.
Fuck you, IX. Fuck you. Fuck you, IX.
Yeah. You marry her.
We appreciate you, Fable, but god damn it.
You alright? How you doing?
Yeah, I've been doing good, yo.
Same old shit, right?
Aita,
Yeah.
Cheese on your chips, nacho cheese.
do you know if there's any books in the library about killing immortal beings?
Oh my god.
I mean, okay. Fun
Say that
times.
again.
Is there books around about killing immortal beings?
I think this guy wants to kill
I would start with the God section personally. There's always people that are, there's at least several about God slaying.
There's a couple things. I mean, come on.
This is different, not a god.
Ah.
What the fuck?
Specifically immortality, or is it a specific kind of immortality?
I don't quite know what immortality it is.
Customer.
Yeah, it's concerning.
Actually, immortal is incorrect. That suggests they are completely invincible. The term I would lose is undying. We kill them, they get back up.
Dying, like regenerative?
Yes, I believe so.
Sounds like
Like-
we're dealing with like a type of undead.
Certainly sounds like it.
because that's the reanimating like process is very much an undead trait, especially if something like involves like their limbs being like broken and destroyed. You can always reanimate something like that. It just really depends on what type of creature it is. I've dealt with many creatures in the past that had regenerative properties, and my best bet on dealing with them have been dismemberment. In short.
Rip off their limbs, spread their limbs into 5 separate boxes.
If you really want to get that complicated, but at the same time, you also run into a different predicament, which is how long does it take if, at that point, they just try to use other parts and graft themselves with other things. That's happened to me before. Did that to a necromancer once. Pulled off his limbs, put them in different places, put him in jail, right? Bro, he somehow killed someone, took their limbs, and then realized, oh, if I can't get my limbs back, I will just find a bigger creature, bigger monsters, and graft their limbs to me. And then he tried to hunt me down, kill me. And the end story of it is I just put him in a giant pit, and he couldn't get out. That's really the end result of it.
Got it. So the way to kill him is
That
fate's worse than
planar
death.
binding is like...
Big Dirge.
Yeah.
Oh, my coffee.
Planar
Delivery.
binding does something.
Thank you.
On-flight coffee. That's nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Perks of being a friend.
Actually, you might be able to help me.
Yeah.
So, it's not an immortality situation we're dealing with here. It's a reanimating situation we're dealing with here.
Ah, yeah, that's not immortality then.
So-
'Cause the
like-
first thing I would have gone to
Oh,
was like, is it
no, I can
immortality
say
or
exactly. I
invulnerability?
can say this to 8 and you'll know exactly what I want about. The family.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing with the family?
Well, one of them was stalking Riel, so.
Ah, yeah.
Which
that's
one?
A good time.
The talking one?
The talking one. They
Or-
usually don't talk?
Yeah, the first ones that showed up to the meat rack a couple of years, like a year or so ago, they didn't really talk. They just stared at you, didn't really do anything. We tried to kill them, didn't really work. Their mask is
I was
grafted
they were
to their
like
face.
stabby.
Told to cut off their head.
They haven't. Yeah, that's usually the method. It's kind of weird, but
Did work on that one.
the masks are grafted to their face, not just physically speaking, but energy-wise too. It's like it's a packed item, from what we learned like a while back.
Packed.
I mean, I do know someone that has had dealings with them. Like, in a way. Because they were wearing one of the masks around.
I
Don't know
know.
if they're still involved in stuff with them.
I know someone who has dealings with them as well, as in they're a member of them.
Why are you frowning?
Ah, right. No, I mean, I know this one killed a member of the family, so...
Oh.
They can say it, okay?
Who?
Mo.
Mo.
They were walking around wearing one of the, like, family mask things. But they took it off, and everyone knows they're, as you say, grafted on.
Yeah, they're grafted on.
I haven't-
They're also. I think it's actually simpler. If I think about this, it's simpler.
It's like
'Cause
sewn
obviously,
on. Ugh.
well, they are sewn on. Actually, they're physically grafted to the skull.
Would Scarletite do anything against them?
That's... ugh.
It'll fuck them up, but the problem is you're still facing the same problem, which is going to end up being that they will, well,
I mean,
reanimate.
could we
'Cause
not
this
do
isn't
some
like-
wacky voodoo shit to literally untether their soul from their body?
Yeah, no, the rituals could definitely do it. Or you
I
could do
hate
worse.
that.
You could do what my honey does, which is voodoo magic. But at that point, you're
Dylan's
That
got her
one- that-
fingers in a lot of things, yeah.
well. Okay, let me put it this way.
Look,
my wife
I'm going to be honest
has
with you.
single-handedly done this, and I will say this once, and I will not say it again. She has single-handedly caused some of the biggest, and I mean the biggest, problems that have ever occurred in the metaverse to feel the most annoyanced pain consistently over and over and over again every single day, from the ranges of having them feel like they're stubbing their toes to them now having a uterus and going through period cramps to having their fingers feel like they're being torn off, or having feel like there is a rock behind their eye type deal. She is petty, and she will do horrible things. But I won't. I'm more of a man of honor. Face to face.
So wait.
Well, I am
What do you
generally
do
of the
about
agreement.
this,
I'm
about
generally
this
of the mind
individual,
that I'm generally of the mind that you treat others how you expect to be treated, and I think the family are absolute scum of the earth. So anything goes. With them.
Yeah, well, associated. I mean, if you just want to stop them getting near you, if they're the kind that you can put down for enough time, you could maybe throw an enchantment onto their hood, and any time that they get close to something, have it trigger something like hypnotic pattern or something, so they start approaching someone you don't want them to, and just triggers, they turn around and walk away and then wonder why. Just have that go off over and over, sort of stick them in a bit of a Groundhog Day loop.
That would be very, very fun to see. Have that occur to any of them.
Just
the one that got
as a thought. If you can't kill something, just make it waste its time. It's got an infinite amount of it. So
Question: if I personally had a dagger of a powerful deity that happened to be that one of murder that belonged to him, would that work on them? Just hypothetical.
No.
So wait, have you killed them?
It's a
No.
no. This thing is, it's connected to something. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That was the biggest problem that we discovered in the
That way.
past, is their masks are connected to something. The energy traces off somewhere. Because that happens, it's the same situation with, like, let's say the LF units, right? They have connections to servers, and they have backups and so on and so
So
forth.
essentially, they have like
That is basically what's based. It's like there's
So-
something that's giving them benefits from somewhere else.
So remove
They got
the.
a tether.
In other words, sounds like we need to
Plain up
somehow
on them.
sever that connection.
Oh, why would you? Oh, that's fucked up, Fable.
Why the fuck not? If you're gonna draw a magic circle around someone, trap them in a location, get them in the circle, stab them 8
but it's
times
not
because
exactly
they've
a low-level
killed
spell.
hundreds of people. Okay, yeah, well, that is
I do know
Yeah.
someone
magic
who
circle
can.
can do. It just depends.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
know-
mean, that's more for like magic creatures and stuff.
What are you horring about?
That's technician.
Oh, is it? Yeah. All right,
Is it what?
that's fine.
Who's a what?
Technician. Alright, back to what I was speaking about.
Oh, fuck are they doing here?
They're alive. Well, I have a few notes to make. Maury's gonna
That's a
lose his
fucking
shit.
thing.
Well, like, it's neutral grounds. No one's allowed to do anything.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's more the fact that he's walking around. That
Yeah.
surprised me. And he's here. Anyway,
I should probably be nowhere
very
fucking near
accurate
him unless he
surprise
can
from
figure
you.
out the thing that I've got on me. Mm-hmm. Thank you for pointing that out. I'll just make sure I definitely don't go anywhere near him.
Either way, so okay.
back to the
Actually,
task at hand.
I'm gonna be real with you. This is gonna be like really far fetched. But
Oh
like,
no.
yeah,
We've seen.
Yeah.
We've seen.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
It's neutral ground.
Isn't that a security risk, boss?
As long as they don't do anything
They are a
stupid, as long as
CEO. They are a CEO of a very, very profitable company in Zephyra. So technically, no, it's not a security risk. No more security risk.
Also, the last thing they want to fuck with is Orlando Soccer. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
kind of a thing.
Alright.
Okay.
He's doing
Alright.
research as
Either way,
well.
so
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
while
let you
you're
know more about that later.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
So, like, let me put it this way. Right? I hate to say it, but this actually might be really funny to do this. But Why not ask technician? He's fucking here.
Oh, what
We
the
just talked to him.
fuck? Why?
Ask him, hey, how? Ask the most logical person who's dealt with the most bullshit, right? How do you take out someone that
Deal with it.
constantly reanimates? He has the mind and capabilities
this
to
is-
think of such and go past as such. Why the fuck not?
I'm gonna just say
I could do it.
but
I'll
I'll
do
just
it.
ask him as civil conversation.
No,
You'll do
this
it?
is-
Alright, see,
this
it's
is-
not a bad idea.
Excuse me.
honestly.
You're
this is
technician, right?
Yes.
I hear that you're a man.
Isn't it common courtesy to introduce yourself before you ask for somebody's identity? Who might you be?
Dirge.
Dirge. The Dirge.
You.
The legend of the streets. The fear yet the hero. One was meeting you here at the library of all things. Heard much about you. Whispers. Rumor. Most of them are very much interested in you fighting battle cultists.
So shake hands. Fist bump will do.
Right, and several of my,
we know better than
some
anyone.
of the citizens are very interested in your work. So you're quite delved into anything. Mr. Fable,
Yes. How can I assist you, technician?
any books on natural crystal formations?
That would be in the geographic, I think.
Excuse me.
Don't worry about it.
Traffic.
It's okay. You know what? I'll get your cup out of here, right?
Alright, thank you. May I ask one question? You seem a man of.
Curious fellow.
Well, you seem a man of many resources and intellect, so I must say. Have you ever engaging with someone who is undying? Effectively, every time they die, they just come back from the dead. On the spot, even.
Quite so.
You have?
What do you ask?
How'd you
Are
deal
you
with
having
them?
trouble with an undying?
Perhaps.
Well, isn't that a question asked for a price? Tell me something that I want to know, or I could find interesting, and maybe I'll show you a little detail or two.
Fine. What do you ask away? What's your question?
Who do you hate the most? Who do you want to see die on the side of the street? Oh, excuse me, Dylan.
The person who I hate the most is already dead. I'm intending to keep him that way.
Got it.
Yeah, she's not
Is
happy.
he the undying you're speaking?
No, different one.
Seemingly a threat of him returning.
Threat of him returning.
What? Ask me one question. Or can talk.
Well, I already did ask. Well, how do...
You'll see that most of the books that will be on what you're looking for are going to be on the far left side, especially when it comes to crystal formations. Also, the ones that involve mana are going to be the ones that more frequently have happened. So a lot of those books have been moved around due to so many people wanting to read it.
Yes, an understandably popular topic.
Well, I
Especially
suppose
with the mana overflow that's currently happening.
Yes. I've noticed.
Alright, I'll leave you two to it. I need to go and discuss some things with my fellow staff members. If anything is required, please call a Praetorian or... Yeah, thank you.
Do you have any further questions, Dirge? So,
how would you kill the undying individual in question?
depends on the undying.
Presume...
Certain variety, as in most wide variety of methods.
Regeneration that seems to... Regeneration. Their body just seems to get up after killing them. Seems like something has tethered them an extra dimensional. Actually, I might as well just say it. You're aware of the murder cult known as the Family?
The many murder cults in the city. The Family is not the one with the fox masks that are...
Correct.
very...
Are you aware of their properties?
I'd say I'm aware of them, yes. Wouldn't have said we have gotten into conflict and had a reason to seek for any trouble with them. After all, we're not murderers.
How do you deal with them then?
We ask them to leave nicely most of the time. They realize that if they do find trouble with my company, that, well, let's say that I have many ways to think of how to make their life a living hell.
Could you... So, you give me the same...
secret of the trade, I'm afraid.
You give me the same suggestion the other ones have. Fate worse than death. Rather...
Death's pretty bad.
Mr. Aether, was it?
Yeah.
You look awfully disturbed.
Not at all.
To ruined your mood today, or suggest you do not feel the strength to smile?
Maybe I've just got resting bitch face, who knows? Don't worry about me. Difficult time, keeping all the muscles working.
Well, if that's all you have to give on the situation, thank you.
If you ever want to, if you ever have an issue with them,
You good?
that's
Making sure?
you have a
Still gets me every time you just drop to all fours to run as a
work
skip.
enough
Stop
price
running.
for. My else is always helping.
Skip it coded.
And you know where to find me.
I'll keep it in mind.
Good day, Dirge.
Hey, Dylan, can I ask you a couple of questions about something? How would you kill an undying being? Basically, as soon as you kill them, within about 2 to 3 seconds, they come back to life. Regeneration and all.
Alright. Guppy, how would they kill you?
They wouldn't.
How do they come back specifically?
Through regeneration, presumably some sort of extra entity externally giving them this new life. Is what what Fable said about them, because this is about the family.
Okay. Well, your best bet is to somehow sever the connection between that person and the entity. You can do that by either throwing. I'm gonna just kind of be throwing some darts here. I don't know if the situation would be even possible for you to do. Sometimes if you have a person, not that. If you have a person and they are in a specific domain of another entity, sometimes those entities will not allow other entities' influences to be in their domain, so that connection is severed, at least while they are in that said domain. That's usually, best bet to kill.
I only have one entity I think I can call upon to do that, to provide that sort of effect, and I don't think I can.
Other thing...
Or should, more precisely, because it would involve dooming a lot more to save a few.
The other thing you can technically do, you don't have to actually technically kill someone.
Fate worse than death. Gotten this from everyone.
Yeah. There are hundreds and hundreds of
I understand,
ways
but
that
I
you
would
can
like the
seal someone
finality.
into an item.
I like the finality.
So you want them dead?
I want them dead.
Okay.
I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be nice. I think it'd be a nice little poetic finish for them. With this immortal cult of killers and murderers. Murdered by a murderer who is very much easily murderable. After all,
let me think. So
immortality makes sloppy hunters, don't you think?
Yeah. So I assume there's no theoretical way to get to the entity that is, keeping them alive.
Unknown.
Yeah. Unknown. Okay. So, yeah. The best thing you can do is try to figure out how to sever that connection. I'm trying to think. If not another entity that is denying the current connection. If the connection is magical in theory, if you went to possibly not a place of anti-magic, but a place of null.
No influence.
There is no magic, none whatsoever, no connection, nothing whatsoever. That might weaken the connection enough to possibly sever it yourself.
And a dagger of a god of murder wouldn't really help much either, I've been told. Because all it would do is kill them and they come back.
No, but Marge has her sickle thingy, the
yes, the blade of severing. I suppose she could use it to sever the soul from the body.
If the connection, you can do a lot of things with a dagger of severing. It doesn't just have to be physical things that you sever.
You could sever their head from their body.
And then they come back to life.
But is that just a head?
Well, that's if you can actually, keep the soul to the body without it just instantly kicking in the whole revival thing. Because usually severing a head kills someone.
Yeah, what we do is we sever the head and move it far, far away from the body.
Usually when stuff comes off of me though.
First, we'll probably kick it.
When they come back to life, is it the same body just kind of reattaching itself together or something like that, or is it like
he actively described having to reconstruct his bones, and that was painful.
Okay. Okay, so this is a bit of a Horcrux situation. I've heard stories of there was an Egyptian god, and he was severed into a bunch of pieces, and his pieces were kind of tossed around and whatnot. And I believe, if I remember correctly, with him being severed.
Hello.
With him being severed from his body being split apart and all that, his ability of regeneration and putting himself together kind of fizzled away after a long time, and he ended up dying. So I mean, it's possible that if you were to literally chop this guy up into pieces and scatter his parts, that that just eventually could kill him and or drive him insane to the point where he wishes for death and possibly renounces his connection to this entity that is keeping him alive.
Oh, yeah, that'll do. I have another question, something a bit more nicer. Do you know what the books on Gaelic paganism would be? Witchcraft, yes.
Yeah.
But more precisely, the religious practices and aspects of that. It's mainly with spirits.
Oh. That would be... Let me see.
Oh, and I should be able to find the books on Christianity quickly enough, shouldn't I?
Yeah. So what are you wanting specifically with the paganism?
Northern England, Scotland, that sort of area. A while back, long time back, about the time, before Christianity and the Romans invaded around that time. Or maybe around the time they were invading. Practices were done then. Actually, yes. About the time when Christianity came to the UK. And before.
The practices?
The practices, locations, stuff like that.
So locations are going to be in the geography section. The practices are going to be in this bookshelf right here, straight across for where I am, because it's the bridge between the rituals and the witchcraft. That's where the practices will be. The stories and things like that that come from that mythology. Or it's going to be in the mythology.
And then I assume all the stuff on Christianity will be in the gods.
Yes.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I have a Bible or two in there.
Bible and just sort of other stuff like that.
Yeah.
Need to research angels. Christian angels. Tombs. Ooh.
I wasn't expecting the blues guitar.
The one lady with like the robot-y voice, that doesn't narrow it down at all. Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down at all.
How little that narrows
Good
it down.
vocalist as well.
I don't really know how to describe. Okay, they're usually wearing like a hoodie that like has like it's like glowing red on the inside, or maybe purple.
Where did you meet them?
Good question. I don't remember.
I'm gonna check outside, make sure Indy's okay.
I might have first met them at Orlando Saka. Either that or at Wanderers. Or we know. No, it was probably MMR. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dirge.
Hello.
Hey, Dirge.
I can only remember your title, not your name.
Dirge.
Ausar, A-U-S-A-R.
Alsar. Nice to see you, Alsar.
I was playing
Yeah.
that rave, and this dude was staring at the visual lasers like a baby sensory video.
What?
His words, not mine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I DJ for
I actually really like
Atlantis
this
now.
one, honestly.
Yeah, they're on about not Foxtech, but the family.
Something more.
They're separately brothers.
It's got a very good groove.
It's a pretty like
Alright, you
small
got. Alright.
club.
Alright, Twitch, you're gonna read with me. I'm genuinely reading this article.
Open set.
Yep,
and the
I'm
club
quite
owner was
aware.
Like,
And Dirge is also aware.
Dude, you want to be a house DJ? And I was like, sure.
Right, well, reading with me, because Dirge has moved on from trying to kill the family
I would like
to
I would like to visit a club. I kind of haven't visited any of the prominent ones in the metaverse.
I mean, you
Technician,
look
I
like
assume?
a brave creature, like your whole physical being. Just like light yourself up in pretty colors, and like you'll have a whole dance floor rooting for you.
Yeah.
I'll just make it clear. Anyway.
I do a lot of like places in my world.
I've been doing good.
I was always making sure that
Hopefully
you
things are doing fine with you.
Get shot, boss. Make anything clear.
Oh, I don't care if he was to do something that dumb, he would be in a much harsher of a situation.
Why not?
Did I miss
But
something
it's
over there?
always a nice thing for reassurance, wouldn't you agree?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Something wrong?
Acquaintance.
Yeah.
Not so friendly.
Did I miss something?
Everyone's unhappy about the big guy.
Magic cancer.
So am I.
Oh.
But what am I supposed to do about it? He's here.
No, I was just reminded of it from the...
In fact, I'm trying to utilize him for some aspect.
No.
It's mostly things on the...
I guess that's not...
Well, who knows?
Pretty bad for like someone made of magic.
I've got a lot of books to read through though.
I'm already well aware.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned
Unfortunately,
about my
most of
friends
Our side as well.
who live in a
It's,
city
the
full of magic
stuff
towers
on the
willingly give him the reasons
table
he
that
needs to hurt
are,
others?
where
Or
there
was
have
it his
been
last visit?
recorded sightings of crystal growth.
Be last visit.
Specifically.
Yeah.
We banning all
Are we gonna have to like?
kind coming up here, or
From what I was told,
Yeah.
the crystals here, they are kind of an overstructure of mana,
to come up here?
meaning that
here for
the
the
ley
same.
lines are being overfilled with mana somehow.
It's possible
And these
that...
crystals
I'm
are
sorry I
the
couldn't.
results
It's a dumb
that
thought.
overflow.
Like a clog?
Give you something to.
I know you're into Common Rider. You got any other hobbies?
A clot in a vein.
Baking. I bake.
Send another...
I wish it wasn't
Oh, you
bad
too?
Courier,
because it looks pretty.
Yeah, I do more savory stuff, but I've been doing a lot of cakes because everyone really wants cakes and sweet stuff with chocolate.
Mmm.
But especially since
I mostly do
likes it.
chocolate.
Can you eat mana crystals?
I follow a lot of chocolate cooking channels, and I like to make the sweets that they make alongside them.
You need to like just start eating them when you see them. But I'm
worried about
A lot of different ways to use chocolate. A lot of good ways to use chocolate.
I certainly agree with that. Sorry if I'm not the most chatty right now. I'm currently reading through books. Currently, right now, I'm
That's
on Celtic paganism.
Considering like how much mana I have,
Hey, interesting.
it might make the problem worse. Yeah, that's kind of why I got my flower closed. So I don't
A lot of the
leak out any
cultures that I tie myself to have a lot of Celtic roots, or are connected in some way.
Well, what would be the significance of
similarities.
spreading water over idols for you, then?
if I did.
That one can have
Especially-
a few different applications.
Especially since it was done in a hurry, like it's the last thing you could ever would do.
You sure it's not stressed from all the bull?
Is there any other like components of whatever ritual that would be a part of,
Maybe this is,
or
like, adding on to that, like
I don't know.
thing I've just kind of been putting off. So
interesting?
my retrieval like allows me actually gives me a proper mana pool, right? So I can like just use that mana and then like sort of transfer it into electricity.
So I've got no problems.
But you already know
Water
what
over
the problem
ice.
is with that.
willingly aiding him because of our
Yeah.
neutrality.
We're not.
I mean, I feel fine
So-
now, but like Yeah, those start to give me a bit of a headache.
Do you have any, like, what it might be tied to? Like any specific idols?
Not the person to be.
Mythological creatures or gods?
No clue.
Well, I know there's a pretty heavy influence of water in a lot of the folklores and mythologies, especially water-related beasts and deities. Kind of similar to how the Irish have, fairies and the fae and such whimsical creatures. Celtic stuff is very heavily based in water, usually.
The house situation. What do you?
A lot of fish or like dragony related kind of things. So spreading water over idols could either be something in terms of trying to appease whatever idol it is, because they are water based. Or to possibly, like keep it calm or sealed, more or less.
Calm or sealed or appeased.
It also
maybe to try and summon the gods or the spirits to protect you.
Would it be wise to like probably cover the pit?
Probably more so to not invite their wrath, I would expect. It also, if you're like doing some kind of ritual with it or not, or you're specifically praying for something maybe, and then again what kind of like entity it is, because that depends.
I mean, it's not an issue for now, as long as no one can go to the pit.
We give nothing to
Especially any other monster.
He's risking the neutrality of this place to stop them from learning any.
I'm curious, what are you looking into it for?
Wouldn't it just like
A friend.
to the ground?
Putting it on the line.
My point exactly.
Fair
Can't
enough.
really say much more on that. It's up to her to speak on it.
That's fair.
On the surface, you can see it.
Well, I can't find much from this document. Well, from these books.
Yeah, there's not really a lot written down.
No, there isn't.
Might be like is bad now.
Most of it is assumptions based on findings, mostly archaeological.
Fucking Christianity erasing everything. Well, speaking of Christianity,
Yeah,
Bible.
pretty much.
Yes.
And Christianity
What
and
up?
Catholicism both.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about something's gone on at the time. Let's just say Valenti business has got me interested in around the time where Christianity was overtaking the United Kingdom, overtaking Celtic.
Interesting.
I've always been a person who's kept an eye on cults and gods and stuff, so I thought I would be the right person to research this.
Spiritual levels and.
Not exactly what he's saying at all.
And after all, I researched so many different murder gods to help deal with finding extra cults that might in fact be culprits of certain things. I've found a couple of lost artifacts at this point now. Not actually found them, but found them, knowledge their existence, potential locations they might be in.
Well, I can tell you most often with, like for instance, offerings and stuff. Those would be deposited into water or like marshes or pretty much any wetland area.
Quite a lot of those in the
they
UK,
would be
right?
submerged.
Yes, a lake.
Or lake possibly. That's a good one. General concept is that because you're giving the offerings to mostly water-based deities or creatures to appease them. Usually, that's probably the other thing to appeasement. A lot of it is just mostly appeasement, like living safely alongside, trying to, cohabitate.
I tried to save as many people as I could.
Water also has a lot of presence and basis of most of their beliefs.
You realize inaction can kill people too, right?
I am aware. That's why you do it with
Did I tell you already I DJ'd?
limitations.
Yeah,
He's
you're
no
right.
longer allowed to be here. He's had his once around.
That's one good thing that I found to do aside from everything else.
Let's go
I
down.
was hoping to buy a few things.
Kind of
If that's
little
okay.
slice
I
of
don't know
fun.
if this is really the right.
Professionally,
I mean,
that he has harmed and hurt a lot of people. He
where
has
you're looking.
and tortured
end
a
up
lot
getting.
of people.
Oh.
The same, again, a synthetic.
I need a couple.
He has caused catastrophic damage to a lot of individuals.
What?
He gave me his spiel.
Yeah, the heavy.
Okay, I can need to speak to Marge.
But I already knew the gist of it.
Oh. Give me a second.
He is not allowed here anymore.
There he goes. Look through.
Fine. Better late than never.
You're looking for armored stegofolding?
Mm.
The heavier
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
You need to come with me. I have found this. So I've been researching angels, and you need to see this.
I'm assuming that you have photos of the individual who's no longer permitted.
I found an angel called Sariel.
I'm not surprised.
Sahariel.
Still doesn't answer the question if they're the soul of the angel or the angel imprinted themselves onto another person's soul.
Reading further into it right now.
Hmm.
Archangel?
Go sit somewhere.
Right, yes. Sorry, I've been
Not right
researching
by
all
the
this stuff. Been doing that for the last half an hour. After I did research on killing
it's
immortal
fine. I'm
beings.
just angry.
Technician being here, I'm quite aware, but...
No, how long it fucking took for them to ban LF from here. Because honestly, I was tempted to just say I quit.
I know all the shit they've done. But officially, right, it never happened. We can't acknowledge it happened. We have no proper evidence for it. So, we don't really have grounds to bar them from places like this.
It doesn't matter, even if you don't have evidence. Fable was supposed to be my fucking friend. He's supposed to be a good person, but he won't even, like, stop people from, you know, walking around and just their presence taunts people. And he waits way too long before banning them just to save his own feelings of goodness.
You forget the fact that Fable and Dylan are still business people in the end. This is still their business, and officially,
yeah, they've changed. They used to be different.
You can't bar people from your establishment without good reason, or else they can sue.
Yeah, you can. They're fucking royalty.
If it was a better world, yes.
They'd rather have blood on their hands from inaction, because then they can justifiably say it's not their fault, than blood on their hands from actually standing for something.
That's a reason why I don't trust them with much. I trust them with their advice, but never to do anything. It's not in their best interest. And of course that makes me... Of course I dislike them because of that, yes. I'm sure the only dangers they care about are ones hidden in long-lost castles or murder basements. You know, the manor overflow or stuff like that apparently caused from nature being out of whack. Do you know what's probably a good cause of that? All the corporations that love industrialism. But they're never going to deal with them. So us who has to deal with them. People are willing to do the things that no one else will. That's the sort of thing we chose to do, isn't it? It's the reason why we exist.
Pretty much. It just pisses me off because I used to think he was someone like us.
People change. This is a man. Unless... Wait, is it? Never really says if... Oh, yes, he. Yes. We're going to tell Riel he's got a boy's... Are we going to tell Riel she's got a boy's name?
I really don't care right now, honestly, about something like that. I think she's more concerned that it's an angel's name, and we need to figure out if she's an angel or a soul tainted by an angel. I think she's a little more important than that than if the name is a boy or a girl.
I was trying to make a joke to lighten the mood, Marge.
Sorry, I'm just...
I know. That's why I'm making a joke. Sorry. Ariel. 17 Watcher, the 20th leaders of the 200 fallen angels. Sariel, Judaic tradition. One of the 7 only angels who watch, who is set over the spirits whose sin is in the spirit. So real? No, that is not in Christianity, though. Seraphiel.
The idea of Christian angels taking over something that's a non-Christian in that area isn't unheard of.
Exactly. I'm quite aware about...
If it's a fallen angel, why would it be doing on behalf of the actual Christianity? It's likely some sort of personal vendetta. Why a fallen angel would be targeting random people? I don't know. It would make more sense to attack an actual temple of Christianity than a non-Christian temple, so this is... it's beyond me.
Who said they were fallen at that point?
They could have been. They could have fallen afterwards.
And then that Quinn might be connected to some kind of Leviathan, I guess.
Oh.
Here, this is what I needed. Sorry for interrupting, if we are.
You're fine. I'm mostly over here because I'm... What's the term? Brooding.
Brooding.
A terrible day when I'm not the one brooding.
Well, I feel betrayed by someone, and that's been a long-term friend. So, yeah, I think, I'm allowed to be a bit upset.
I'm not saying it's bad for you to be upset. I'm not chiding you. Have I chided you a single time in this conversation?
No, I just... A lot of the times when I get upset, people act as if I'm the irrational one. It's just kind of an automatic response. Oh, great,
Nope.
Here he comes.
Oh, Phoenix and Leviathan.
What chance have any of you seen Dylan?
I saw
yeah, she
her
went out the
running
front.
around while I was walking. Yeah. When I was coming to the fireplace, I saw her running towards the arena. But that was a while ago.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe a book about Phoenix or...
I expected him to come up here and try and change my mind about this whole situation.
Probably too much of a glance.
I don't know if I'm disappointed or glad he didn't try.
Yeah, I think I remember there's like a term for creatures like that.
Maybe I'm just
not
petty.
Sure. There's lots
I might just be
of terms,
petty.
actually. I think I've heard a few.
The common one would be God, but
Yeah, Phoenix.
God
And L. Okay, maybe not L. Maybe S for sea serpent potentially, or serpent god.
Serpent,
Water.
Leviathan.
Water gods. Here. This will work. Okay. Carry these for me. I'm starting to have too many.
No problem.
And then mythology, which would be good.
Sorry, I'm just doing a lot of research about gods and angels right now. and
No,
ancient
take your
Celtic
time.
religions.
I'm not.
And I grabbed all my books back at the rest of the books I grabbed at back at the cafe, because I grabbed this one and
Would it be petty if I tried to find people that consider him an enemy and invite them to come walk around here?
Yes, it would be.
Would it be the right thing to do, despite being petty? Do you think
Probably
it would,
not.
like, get my point across? Probably.
The enemies we fight are the ones that can walk around in publics because they wear masks. The ones he doesn't don't.
Yeah.
So the ones he does don't.
Nah, I
least-
got what you mean.
Yeah. I think his hands are tied in the matter. That's the best assumption, I
He's
think.
tied them himself.
He has, yes.
So I'm not gonna feel bad for him.
No, I don't feel bad for him either. Becoming businessy in corporate light is only going to lead you to exactly this.
Exactly. He's just valuing the people his business interacts with over the people his business doesn't interact with. I don't know how Dylan feels about all this. Maybe it was a good thing that he kept himself locked away all of October. And I hate how I feel that way. I used to really, look up to him.
I used to look up to Jane.
True.
It's natural to be distraught and angry at the stuff like this. It hurts you and it warps you as a person.
Yeah. I mean, he's the reason I'm like this, if you think about it. Sure, he didn't do any of the actions, he just gave me some of his blood, but I'm the one, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be a walking disco ball. Though that's not entirely a bad thing, I guess, since it does have its benefits, but... He's the one that got me started on this path, so I can't ignore that.
It's turning you a monster. Worth it. I have to wonder to him.
Well, if it winds up helping me kill the you-know-who, then I'd say yeah.
You never really cared about what comes afterwards, do you? Have you? You've said that. Made that very clear.
Yeah, I didn't expect to live past it. That's a bonus if I live at all after that. When I make jokes about retiring, I know I'm not retiring. People in my lifestyle don't retire. We just get killed eventually. I've
Really
long
true.
overdue lived my expected life term.
Maybe I should stop then.
I mean, once we separate you from it, if you want to quit, I wouldn't fault it against you. If MJ wants to retire and just grow weed, I wouldn't hold it against her. I wouldn't tell her, no, don't do it, you have to stay.
I do owe you all so much.
And I can't, I
I
missed
just
what you
don't
said.
know what I'm just not sure if I can give it up. Sacrifice it anymore. 'Cause it. Anymore.
It's good to have something that, you value over just a revenge plot. Sometimes I wish I had something like that.
You have Naphiel.
But I'm fucked up enough that doesn't exist for me.
You have Naphiel.
There's matters in that we haven't told people about. It's not permanent. And not by either of our choice. Besides, he's gonna live for several thousand years. Well, he would have, but... Now isn't really a good time.
Ah, understood.
I think I'm going to go back to researching now.
Go ahead. I'm trying
Sorry. I'll see it through to the end.
No. Like I said, once we separate you from the threat, if you want to just own a bakery and live peacefully with Riel, I'm all for it. At least I helped someone, live a better life. And, the whole thing would have saved a lot of people too, so I can't complain too much in that matter.
Small steps, I guess. Thank you, Marge, for helping me.
Anytime.
I hope you find something that'll keep you struggling and going after what you have done, after what you do what needs to be done.
I think I just want peace. Plus, besides, I need to stick around. If anyone else, who shows up, someone has to be around to, kill their ass.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you dying. You mean a lot to me.
Seems so.
I come to you for advice and help all the time. It's only best that I can return the matters somehow. Not be as useless in this whole researching stuff and magic and the greater...
You call yourself useless?
At least in these
Hardly.
matters.
I wouldn't be able to do anything I do without the people, supporting me.
I guess I did do all the research
can't
behind
exist in
getting
a
us a
vacuum.
god's dagger.
And also, fighting, being one of the people that helps fight people that try and kill us is kind of important. Because if we're dead, we can't do things.
Good point. But I can always be more useful, can't I?
You're not useless, and never call yourself that.
I just sometimes feel like...
Besides, you're a really good cook, and I can't cook worth shit, so at the very least, you better value that.
I guess you're right.
No, I'm not gonna explain myself.
Oh no, they're not ready. No.
Oh goodness. They're not ready.
No. Please, by all means.
about the ops, Aurora.
I'm not gonna be the one responsible.
Those islets were hit with a Category 4 hurricane last night.
I don't know.
Coincidentally, right?
Coincidentally.
Like, against the way that you...
It's almost like a large buildup of some chaotic energy was building up at the place it was summoned at.
Contingencies would be off. Yeah.
You created a hurricane.
It could be physical.
They be like evil.
I did not physically.
Like even your friends can be ops, because you know a friend is going to call you out. They're going to be an op.
Direction, but it cancel it out.
Just until like you settle it.
I think so, but how on earth would I mean, I'm fast enough to like. No, I'm not.
Where we're coming from here.
Hurricanes. I'm not.
A good example.
What if you had like a clone?
Yeah.
I think
that's it.
I mean, I got a metal version of me, but I think he wouldn't go along with it.
I don't know. Like raise the voice.
They got beef.
On like the logic, he's like.
They got beef.
You can't catch me if I run around in this really
Him and Metalham have beef.
What is that like during the stanza?
You. December.
Me? Do you like some apple juice?
Too early.
Yeah, and I've been researching more stuff.
Beefing with a high schooler, come on.
I doubt he even
Hey.
has a GED.
Hi, Aurora. I'm deep in research.
I have a driver's license.
Well, today we're learning about theology, because Dirge is as well, and I like knowing stuff other
Pyre
characters
just gave
from
me
my...
a call to tell you that she needs to talk to you as soon as you have time.
Correction.
I have time now, I guess.
How you doing?
Why? What's the matter?
Guilty by association.
Who got the parts? Who got the parts, Sonic?
It's been better.
She said that the only reason she was giving me any of it is because she wanted you to know as soon as possible, but maybe we should go to a corner of the library to talk about it.
And chaos energy being seeped into the
Okay. This time around I'm taking the books with me rather than just running off.
That's a smart plan.
Relatively private, if that's okay.
Marge is probably still down there in that corner, by the way.
That's fine.
Well,
Marge is trustworthy.
if it hits my ears, it can also hit Marge's ears.
Yeah, this has to do a little bit with the mega building, which is why
What's
Pyre
going on
wanted
with the
to know
mega
you.
building?
apparently the Stormbringers want to push the Tigers out.
So they want a gang war in the mega
That's what she
building.
said. I don't know if it'll be in the building, but they do seem to want a war. She said that there's likely to be a war surrounding the mega building, and that the Stormbringers are taking over from the Tigers, or want to.
So another group of yellow bastards who have generally no care for people.
I think so.
I know what the Stormbringers are.
She said to be
don't worry.
careful because Athena's
A terrorist.
What wording did she? Blast? Yeah, that's what Nikki said.
I'm quite
Basically,
aware.
she's destroyed the waterfront before.
She has done plenty of things that I'm aware of.
Well, the Tiger's main contact is also apparently jumping ship, she said,
Cassie?
to the Stormbringers. Apparently, she's bailing on them to join the Bringer. What she said. At least.
I mean, if they can do it without causing any problems. If Cassie tucks her tail between her legs and fucking runs and there's no fight in the mega building, then that's fine by me, whatever the fuck.
Do you really think the Tigers will let it go that easy?
better do so.
I don't know. I'm worried about both of you. Both do a lot in that building. You and... She doesn't want anything to happen to the residents. That's why she's saying.
That's fair.
And she wanted it to get to you before she could. She has deliveries to make for a food supplier where we live. She didn't have time to buy her herself. That's what she does on Tuesday nights.
Fuck.
She also said to tell you that she has your back and that she has people who can help the mega building residents if they want it. The same people who were helping them before? But new banner.
New banner.
She said she'd tell you herself Saturday or Sunday if you're around. She just doesn't know how quickly the mega building, how quickly things with the other two groups will go down. But she wanted you to know. She cares. You could hear how worried she was in her voice. She did not want anything to happen. Which sounds like her, actually. I know that she's befriended some of them. Some of the residents. Including... She said there was a little one that lived in a dumpster?
Bum. He's a nimp.
Yeah. He made her laugh. She kept calling someone, I think... I want to say... Walking Sushi? Because the little guy called him that?
Skilla?
I'm not sure.
I mean, she's a little bit chopped up. And a shark person, which is a little...
No, I think it was somebody who had a fish head and a really big armored body.
Oh,
I learned the name, but she says that she likes the nickname better.
No, that one.
I think it was a Stormbringer, actually.
That's a Stormbringer, yes.
So I'm sure not all the individuals in it are terrible people inherently. I don't know.
But the person in charge of it is
I didn't like
rotten
the
to
tone
the
in her
core,
voice when she said it. Yeah. I understand that.
Do you mind if I tell people this information?
She told me to tell you so you would tell people. So you could warn the residents so they can be either not there when it happens or at least behind closed doors.
I feel like there are people that should be told
set up
first.
ideas.
Information to be verified.
She said she got it from a decent source, but she said to ask Ollie.
Ollie.
That he might know who to send you to.
Guess I'm going to the Atlantis this Saturday.
She'll probably be there too and able to help. She's trying to help figure out a place that the residents can go if something too terrible happens. And they need to not be there.
With how it goes, if something too terrible happens with the Stormbringers, there won't be any residents left.
I think she was afraid of that.
It's a woman who nuked an entire district because she felt like it. No one should really have all that power.
From what Nikki told me, she basically threw a fit.
Yeah. Spoiled brat. Too much power usually happens.
Maybe it's a good thing I can't access mine then.
Well, you know, I would bet you know how to use them wisely.
I only want to access them to be able to protect the people I care.
That's her difference.
Help you and Pyre, Marge, Mega Building residents.
And you'd be careful with them, wouldn't you?
I don't want anyone else to end up like me. Of course. You know how many innocent people? I wouldn't want to destroy a whole thing. Because someone's connected to something doesn't mean that they want to. Doesn't mean that they chose to be.
Well,
They'll deserve to be able to choose.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the information.
She also told me
Aurora. Echo, fuck.
I have stopped correcting you. I know who you mean. You get there eventually. She said that you are getting close to opening your bakery. And that's really exciting.
I need to...
If you need some help setting it up, I'd be happy to help. And so would she. Clearing things out or moving stuff. I've gotten pretty good at baking myself. Sure, yours is better, but...
Another person asking if they want to be a part of my bakery. I really do need to.
Only if you need help. You can tell me no. I won't be offended.
I'll keep you in mind. I've got one too many people asking, saying yes or no. Right.
Good luck with your studying. I'm sorry I had to interrupt it for something awful.
Sorry. You want some news? It's not good news.
Oh, joy. But at least it might take my mind off this. What's up?
The Stormbringers are apparently going to try and push the Tigers out of the mega building.
That's gonna get bloody.
It is. And people who aren't involved in it are going to get hurt. Guaranteed.
You're gonna have to evacuate them ahead of time. Best you can.
I need to speak with some people first about that. Hate to drop something like that on Hamsky's plate. I usually like speaking about him about my bakery. Cheer him up from all the other stuff the doom and gloom he gets.
Gang wars aren't fun.
They're not. I'm happy we don't do any of them.
Well, instead of taking on other gangs, we take on cults and corporations.
Yeah.
Though we used to wind up in, some cat gang fights, but now that cat gang is effectively a non-issue. Since we don't go for territory, and not many gangs can handle industrial right now, we don't worry too much. If all of a sudden a gang made itself our problem, we'd probably wind up fighting it. But we don't become any of their problems, we don't have a reason to.
Exactly. Someone has to go out their way to antagonize us.
Precisely. If they mess with our stuff, we mess with theirs. If they stay in their lane, we'll stay in ours.
And we don't have a very big lane, now do we?
Precisely. They know our goal isn't to mess with them, so they have little reason to deal with us. That's why usually the groups that would mess with us are the groups that don't think on the larger politics and just want to mess with people. But now that there's the mutual threat of the cult, that's usually the one that's everyone's dealing with. And that's why it's kind of... The Tigers know that if they went to other district, they'd wind up taking on a lot more enemies than they currently have. So, by keeping themselves in mostly District 0, I say mostly, for a reason that's not entirely, they mostly keep themselves to just one main enemy.
The Whisperers.
Them trying to push into the mega building, I think, is foolish on their end. They're going to wind up making a lot more enemies very quickly.
Already have.
Stormbringers being one of them now. Exactly.
Just
they
not
can't even
too...
take care of the greenies. And so...
I just don't want the mega building to be glassed.
The only way to get them to stop bothering with the mega building is to make it seem like a lost cause, a resource sink. As long as they can get anything out of it, they have a reason to keep pushing for it.
Well...
But if it proves that they're just running against a wall, then... it no longer is a lot of gangs work very similar to businesses. It is, in fact, a way to gain and power and protect themselves. If it no longer is useful and winds up being more of a risk to take a place than it is to simply leave it be and turn elsewhere. They will do that.
Yeah.
Businesses are just ways to use money to gain power, but in the end, it's still just people trying to get power to protect themselves and keep themselves alive.
I don't want to. I really don't need this stressing me, but it's going to.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the curse of knowledge. Ignorance is bliss, but unfortunately, ignorance leads to you getting, surprised later.
Shanked in the back alleyway.
Or if you're lucky, the problem never comes up. Someone else handles it.
I hope this problem never comes up.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
I don't want the fucking...
people that are the someone else.
I don't want the fucking walking goddamn district wiping nuclear bomb in the middle of the mega building.
Well, here's the thing. Both of them want the mega building. So it makes no sense that they would simply blow the place up. They need it in one piece to make it anything valuable.
Yeah. But this is a Fina on about here.
Unless they have a particularly spiteful leader, they have no reason
They do,
to
they have a
blast the
Fina.
place. Ah, shit, you're right. People claim Athena's changed. I have no idea how true that is. I haven't spoken to her myself, so I can't make judgment. But given her past, I hope she's changed. Maybe talking to Athena yourself and expressing your concerns might at least sway her. I don't know anything about being able to sway the Tigers. I think they're more businessmen at the top than actual gangsters. If a gang gets big enough, that's usually how it goes. The people at the top just have a lot of money and little morals.
And you think someone who would gladly sacrifice hundreds, if not thousands of people for a little bit of comfort for themselves would have morals or thoughts like that? If I tell her that please don't go after this...
Tigers?
I'd rather just not be in this situation in the first place.
Unfortunately, we don't get to choose the situations we get stuck in.
I'm pretty bloody aware of that, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I just want to research and make someone's life better with that research rather than just manage fucking gang politics in a goddamn...
I feel that.
My home. It's my fucking home.
Do we want to pick a side? It's in our best interest that the Tigers don't take the place. Do you think it would be actually beneficial to side with the Stormbringers?
Would it?
In secret.
Well, I don't know. I think Aurora said that. No, I think Echo said that a certain someone might be jumping ship and swapping sides if they do try that.
I think an old friend of mine might be a member of the Stormbringers. I might be able to speak with him. Get a vibe check. Butch, used to run with him. We were falling together. He's
What,
changed,
the person in the
but-
gym?
Yep.
He's a member of the Stormbringers.
He has the symbol in the back, so he has some association with them. Whether he's a member or just likes the logo, I'll find out. But
Yeah.
I might be able to appeal to him. He's the kind of guy that probably likes the idea of being a hero. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a giant rock guy. Okay. I can figure out who that was.
I reckon.
Do you need something?
Hmm?
No.
Do you require something?
No, I'm good.
No,
thank
we're just
you.
looking at you.
Do you always verbally speak on who it is you see and their features?
No, I just, when you're walking past, couldn't figure out who you were. I didn't recognize you.
An interesting approach, but I understand. Carry on.
Another one. Another one.
Are they appearing a lot lately?
The crystalline golems. Do you know which company makes them?
I have a theory.
Company called
I'm not
Void.
100% sure, though.
Seen the
Oh,
advertisements.
so that is the case. I wasn't...
Well, I've never seen any other company make anything like them. After all.
Makes sense. I just wasn't 100% sure, but now I am. I'll take your word for it. They are the people that gave the crystals to Fliss. So it makes sense. At least I think so. Yeah,
He's
that
a
sounds
mentioned
right.
analyst who is their CEO.
I don't know all the names yet. Ooh.
Looking for Ader.
You looking? Oh, yeah,
He's
he hasn't
usually
walked
in the
by,
cafe.
so I don't know where he is.
We were just
at the
we
cafe.
came from the FK.
I see.
He was
tried
asked for
to email.
earlier, so he could be in a talk with someone. We haven't seen him, though.
Someone named Max. That's what we were told.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something over comms about it, but I
If
haven't
not,
seen them, so
try
I
the
don't think he's
arena.
over here.
He sometimes goes there to make sure that people
Yeah.
have proper medical
They
care.
could,
for
if he's having
sparring.
a private conversation, then you won't be able to find him. He may be in a private room, and you can't go walk in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you looking for him, may I
Oh,
ask?
guess we have to wait for him. Casey needs to talk to Ader.
I already
I can
said
find out
I
for
was
you.
gonna
Hey,
organize
is Ader
something
available or still having a talk?
with him. You don't. Oh gosh.
Busy man
Okay,
today.
that's what I figured.
I like your hair.
Yeah, he's still busy. Thanks. I'm gonna be a disco ball soon. I have no choice. I have no control over it at this point.
Aw. Well, at least be a pretty disco ball.
Some people might find it that way.
Maybe it helps to look at it that way too. If
Well, I get to look at my body slowly become something that isn't me, so it's a lot more freaky to myself than anyone else. I don't like to talk about it.
fair enough.
And let's not.
I can't wait till I've been fully crystallized long enough that people stop mentioning it. It's like if you lost an eyeball and the next thing you hear for the next 2 years is, well, what happened to your eyeball? Every day.
I don't want to think of that.
Exactly. That's what it's like. I've kind of gotten pretty rude about it, but I'm kind of tired of hearing about people pointing out my shininess. I'm not really a hugger anymore.
Fair.
Nathil's really the only one I'm comfortable hugging with, and it took a while.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's not. I know.
I understand the feeling.
Man, I really did used to be, though. I'm really hoping that when we do get you a new body, you adapt to it quickly. It's not pleasant to not recognize what you see in the mirror, but hopefully you'll like the change, since it'll be a positive one for sure.
I'll just lose my scars, won't I? That's basically all I'll lose.
Well, I mean, if you want to change the red to something else, I'm certain we can make a few, physical modifications. If you want a different, if you want it as similar to what you look now, we can try. I don't know how similar we'll be able to get. I'm not exactly a body sculptor, so it may be out of my hands, but...
There's someone I want to ask about that first.
I probably am not the right person to talk about, and I'm kind of nervous about what the cost of all this will be, but I'm certain it's something that we'll manage.
It's in his best interest to do
Since
it, or else
Well, if a dead god comes back and murders a bunch of people, I think it's in everyone's best interest that that doesn't happen.
Yes. This ritual's a part of it.
But, of course, unfortunately, when it comes to some devils, they'll try and get something out of it anyway.
I know. But let's hope that
it might be a good idea
nice
to ask
as everyone
specifics.
says he is.
I don't think so, but he's being helpful.
Rarely ever true.
Like you said, this serves his interests.
It does.
Plus, if he's getting help from other people, those other people want something.
Well, it's not us that asked for his help. For their help. It's Ludwig who asked for their help. So he'll be the one to pay that.
It might be better just to talk to him directly to get more details.
Most certainly.
I'm figuring out the ritual. I just need to scale it up from a single rat to something more complex. I'll probably have to find larger animals with more complex souls.
I think you could remove a soul from someone and that's it.
You mean just let it loose? Yeah. That's effectively what I'm doing. I'm taking the rat soul and putting it in a crystal. There are soul crystals that store souls for whatever cost.
You think you could use it to permanently kill a member of the family?
Potentially. It's not like, well, a rat is a rat. It doesn't have exactly a high resistance. Doing this to a person who will actively try and stop you from removing their soul is a bit more difficult. And if they're a family member already...
their will.
Are you saying we should do it to you, the person you really don't like? Because meddling in someone's soul is... kind of a... I don't want to say
stalking Riel.
No?
I'd
be happy to take their soul and practice on them. But we aren't going to torture their soul. We're simply going to, once I confirm I'm able to move it around, release it, because removing a soul from the cycle completely feels like a primal wrong.
Just like how giving yourself eternal life is a primal wrong.
Yeah.
That's what they've
also,
done.
I wouldn't want to live forever. That sounds awful. It's like having to work forever with no rest. That seems worse than hell, because at least in hell your soul will eventually become nothing.
Like they only go after criminals. And they are immortal. It just sounds to me like they're scared of consequences.
Precisely. Unfortunately, I'm the bitch that figures out how to make you face consequences. So help me.
And I usually am a consequence.
Yes. Hi, I am the judge and jury. This is my executioner. We'll be serving you today.
There you are. That's the spirit. That's why I'm not judge, jury, and executioner. My judge and jury is right here.
Well, I say judge and jury. It makes me sound like a single person that has a lot more sway and power than I do. If I have my sights on you, you are really fucked up. There's a lot of things I overlook that people do. Like, it may seem like I have a lot of enemies, but I pick and choose. And I think I picked some pretty awful people to, you know, take on. At least I like to hope so. Maybe I am just a crazy bitch who's, you know, absolutely psychotic, but, you know, I like to think otherwise.
Well, I've read through all these books now. Let's see. Northern English ritual sites. Check. Celtic ritual practices. Check. The Bible. Just the fucking Bible. Check. List of angels. Check.
Are you trying to get back to the cafe?
Oh no, I'm trying to look for bardic books.
Bardic? What kind of bardic music are you looking for specifically?
Oh, I'm just looking for the basics.
Oh, that'll be on the first floor. Look under basics magics. If it's not in there, if you're looking specifically for, like, things that change things about people, try evocation or enchantment. There might be a bardic section in there, specifically ties to music. The first floor is going to have your more basic stuff. The higher up you go, the more complex it gets.
Without having to put in a special order,
Okay,
that would be extremely pricey.
If I did quit, I don't know what they would do without me.
What about something that...
Well, maybe we'll
I
find
also
out
think
soon
quitting
enough,
would be
depending on
not
how
good
things
for your
go.
mental health.
Yeah, but if things continue where I see people that, you know, are trying to kill me here constantly, that's also not great for my mental health, so we'll see.
I did
Kind of
speak
up
with
in the
him,
air
by the
right
way.
now.
I asked him the same question I just
Yeah,
asked
what do
you.
you say?
Sounds like he's dealt with the family as well. He had a much
Who?
more simple
Wait, hang on. Who did you ask?
technician.
Ah.
Do you know what terrified me?
What?
He knew me.
Yeah, they probably looked into everyone. I wouldn't be
Terror
shocked if they actually
of
knew
the
my real name.
streets, he called
Not like
me.
they could do anything with it. I guess the Valentes have a habit of developing our own mythology and rumors.
Sure.
I'm not surprised.
I could ask and...
We need to
I
see if we
wonder
can
if he
eventually use them
knows.
to our advantage.
I wonder if he's heard that rumor, though.
And I suppose you could always ask.
Harry has or hasn't.
Well,
Probably
I
won't
don't
change
know
much.
What to do to keep everyone safe?
You figure it out with everyone.
Organize yourself a team that can cover each other's asses.
You know what? I'll take a tea.
All right.
Hello, Dirge.
Good day, Axel. The second one. Interesting.
Yeah, there's two of them.
you think we should ask them if they know Peep? Oh. Actually, I know in a different conversation
Say it again?
have. Never mind.
Oh, do you want to talk to Ludric?
Yeah, let's talk to Ludric. Ludric.
Give me a moment.
Hey, Ludric.
Oh, never mind.
Give me a moment.
Okay, he's busy.
He's busy.
Mhm.
Well, we'll return to the
that's
Peep.
normal for Ludric. He's a popular.
He has to check on something. Somebody wants to make a fursuit based off of him, apparently.
Got it, he has someone to kill. Got it.
Glad to know that that's important to him.
He'll be right
Never
back.
mind. Well, I know what we
This
got
will
to
take
do.
like
Come
2
on,
minutes.
come on.
Okay.
We're getting ice cream. That'll cheer you up.
I don't really want ice cream right now. My appetite's kind of soured.
But
Oh, I wound up giving a skeleton a Snickers bar at the River Styx yesterday.
you could buy Snick.
I also got to watch as I informed 2 people who had no idea where they were that they were dead. Which, in hindsight, I feel like kind of an ass for being as blunt as I was, but I didn't exactly have a long time to coax them through it.
Still uncomfortable to be around here.
I guess it's better to be blunt than, you know...
I'm hoping that, you know, eventually the magic geyser stops geysering.
Yeah.
They wanted to.
Oh wait, no, wait, stop.
Because they
No, don't waste the syrup. It's for drinking. Do you want a drink?
Hello?
Oh my goodness.
Hi. Sorry,
able to
I'm
kinda-
showing a little
You're
guy.
able to,
Glimmer.
entice
Hello,
them
guy.
with something else. We tell them where there may
I
be
assume you're not doing
a
ice cream then, are you?
spiritomb.
The fish there are terrible. Don't try
No, I was showing Glimmer around the van to get used to it.
Yeah, the
Oh,
spiritomb
got them
that
today.
we
Sorry, I
Well,
just
we didn't tell
a
them
bunch
to
of
be
stuff got
but,
dumped on me.
you know,
I'm like,
they can find out.
I need to engage in some way to alleviate
Stop
stress.
wasting the syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Very creative.
Oh,
use
I
of
can
your
give you an ice cream.
function.
What type of ice cream do you want to relieve the stress?
Well, they wanted something of
Ice cream, please.
what they
Chocolate.
felt would be of equal value.
We're gonna make a chocolate ice
So we
cream.
told them, like, we know there's a spiritomb,
I've just learned
and there
that
was a wrecked train, so there
a
may
bunch
be
of
some
people are in
valuables.
danger. Not from
we didn't
anything
explore it, even though
like catastrophic,
check
just
that thing from
gang
tip to tail.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
And my home.
Interesting. to see
Yeah,
how
no.
that plays out.
Worried for people.
Some bad gangsters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was also able to make a new
Saphira
friend
and
too.
shit.
Right.
Oh.
No.
And I think the name is going to work for them. Come on.
Here's some ice cream for you.
Shadow.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hopefully, your time gets a bit better. And it doesn't
I
get
hope
too
so.
bad.
Bluebell?
Fuck.
Bluebell.
I had a happy weekend.
Yeah. That's good.
No,
glad to hear
that's why
hello,
yesterday
Shadow.
and today have been shit.
Oh, it's kind of like catching up. It's like, oh, you have good 2 days, and then all of a sudden it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet
I
you.
feel that. I've had those moments.
Ooh. You would see around their neck an unique looking necklace made of
Oh, it's time to
beads.
enjoy some ice cream, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, enjoy your ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we found the
Zoomies. Zoomies.
found a few
Oh.
items.
don't do that.
Over there.
Shut up,
One of
shut
the
up,
items
shut up.
was this weird necklace that
I didn't
How
get purple.
fun.
had, like, these symbols that kind of look like
There's also another big exit door that just showed up out of nowhere and went to someplace red, but everyone was like, let's not go through this door, as curious as I was. So.
Understandable, I
I
guess.
almost went with them, by the way, but I
Person-
decided against it.
You have to put in your paperwork, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, but after seeing the River Styx, I kind of wish we did the red door. At least if it goes to hell, it's a place that, you know, it's a little,
Yeah.
you know, at least I know I'm going to hell.
Did you know if you drink from the rivers, the water of the river Styx, you lose all your memories?
Oh,
There's a lot of things that the
the
Styx
problem with
does, and
that
it's kind of quirky.
is the slope leading to the river is really steep, so I don't know how you would drink from it without just falling in. And I wasn't about to drink
Really
that water.
long, bendy straw.
No, most of the people who end
Hey, let
up
me just make
drinking
sure
from
I have that when I die.
most of the people who end up drinking from the river Styx are people who have fallen in it. By the way.
Probably. Also, the boatman wasn't there, but it could have been that he was on a route, but also
I
it's
wouldn't
possible
want-
he's missing. But I don't know what to extrapolate from that.
I wouldn't want people more
The
than
ferryman. Believe he would have been on the route then.
I hope.
what care
For
on.
those souls' sake. Yeah. Charing, Karen, however people pronounce it. I mostly only ever see it written, so at this point I'll believe any pronunciation.
It's Greek, so ask a Greek person how it's pronounced.
Yeah, let me ask all the Greeks I know.
The internet exists. Oh, I'm enjoying ice cream. I kind of
That's
need it.
fine, you enjoy your ice cream.
Well, today's been shit, and
I just had
yesterday
to
was
prove to
also...
Ludric that I am not colorblind.
I am if my goggles are off.
Well, there's Eta.
There is somebody in the bar whose eyes are cherry blossom pink. For some reason, the way their eyes glow from a distance, they look gold. I don't know why.
Could just be how they'll light, like, your eyes perceive light in different lightings from a distance.
I am consistently red.
There it goes.
But from across the room, I could tell that Dirge's eyes are red, same with Ader. It's just him. And also, you know, how blue saturated things sometimes get at night around here.
Yeah, sometimes the
doesn't.
lighting thing. Yeah, I don't know why he glows red sometimes nowadays. You guys must have a new spell.
That does seem new.
Believe it or not, this is perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, no, I figured you got a new spell. I was just curious what it was.
No, it's not a new spell. I have lit all my blood
Oh.
on fire, essentially.
Well, that can
That
be good
sounds
for your
painful.
health.
It was the first few times I did it, but I don't think it's mellowed out. It's more of my body, I guess, is adapted to what the element of it is supposed to actually be. I'm not quite sure how to explain it.
You know, I read about that sort of stuff when I was researching murder cults. Apparently there's some sort of murder cult that's kind of like, not very murderousy, it's more neutrally about this god of murder, sort of a god of murder, is not really about murder, it just wants blood and wounds. It was called the Formless Mother.
Heard about that, actually.
Oh, so like knock. Wait, you have no idea what that means. Okay,
I have no
never
idea what that
mind.
means.
I'll explain it another time.
But yeah, it was not the cult I was looking for. I was researching all these different types of murder cults because of... Oh wait, you know about this. Yeah, so...
Yeah, we need it. Remember earlier we were like, we should probably ask him about that, and then we just kind of continued on with the
Good
conversation.
news, we have the dagger.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we got that.
Do you want the entire
It was
story
in
of how
Ohio.
we got it? Yeah, it was in Ohio.
Which I hate. For many reasons.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So essentially, the story of where it went is basically we found in Louisiana a collector who collects artifacts of deities. Turns out he in fact was a cultist to the evil god in question. You know, the one
There are
that
so
begins
many mosquitoes. There are so many mosquitoes. I'm so glad I wore full body armor.
Yeah, yeah. The one that begins with the letter B that I can't say for obvious reasons.
Bahamut, understood.
Fuck you.
I can make little jokes here and there. Continue.
Turns out it had been taken already by people
Yeah,
who
we were
worship.
beat to it.
Yeah, we were beaten to it by roughly 100 to 200 years. We actually don't know, and thankfully they're stupid enough to leave behind tablets taunting them. Essentially, a well, it was an open invitation, essentially, as a challenge to the people who worship the bee. From another god, another murder god, essentially going off the idea that our murder god is better than your murder god, because our murder god has honor, discipline, is all about murdering in war. One called, I kid you not, because this cult was centered in around Michigan and Ohio, corn.
It's all that they have in Ohio. It's just corn. In more than one way, apparently.
Yeah.
Just corn.
So this corn
I'm from
cult
Ohio.
was
I fucking hate this.
So this corn cult was a paramilitary group, or at least became it now, and they still had the dagger locked away in their, I think it was their main headquarters. I have no quite clue, but we managed to get that out of someone who came home to Saphira with us after we went to Michigan. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
And
They're murder cultists.
They're
They wouldn't
murder
do any, better. They'd probably do worse, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you have a tiny little ball there. I don't know if you're aware of it. Is that your little friend for now? Like, it jiggles a little bit when you move your hand.
Other hand, I think. Or not.
No, it was jiggling earlier when you moved.
Looking down at it, it is a coin.
Never mind, I see a coin. It wasn't a ball. I'm just a fucking idiot. Well,
Platinum
BAL.
With a feather on it on one side, that's black, and on another, a mask.
I wouldn't just pick up a cursed coin.
Well, I mean, it was on the ground and all of us noticed it, so it makes sense that you'd pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mask is a platinum coin, mask on one side, feather on the other, black feather.
Anyway,
You recognize it?
There was...
Finish yours.
Yeah, so... Then, we using that, figure out their headquarters, which is in Ohio.
Am I supposed to see the shadow? Oh, hang on. Am I supposed to see that person's shadow? Or am I not?
We're going to act like we don't.
Yes,
I think
yes, you're meant to see it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Let's
knowing
say,
who...
You're not exactly stealthy if you still cast a shadow in a bright
Knowing
yellow
who's
place
casting the shadow runs off the same idea that if you can see them, you're supposed to see them, that I would do.
Well, yeah, I like to make sure.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the story. The dagger in question. Oh, fuck it, Shelty.
Oh, yeah, no.
And
I
he's
was supposed to
coming
talk
this
to him
way.
eventually, so.
He's coming this way.
Yep, no, I need to talk to him.
Ludwig, how about we finish this
Good
conversation
timing, is it?
elsewhere?
Sure. Now we walk?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can go talk to him. I don't think you need me for it.
Because this is just a little story for fun's sake. I actually have a genuine question.
I am having a call.
Yes?
When you have them, I don't wish to drag you away from your
How are you doing?
conversation, but when you have them,
Not great,
have a
but
moment, could we
that's pretty normal.
get a word?
What do you need with me?
Maybe we can help get one thing off of your mind then, yes?
There's simply a few
Ideally,
things I
yes,
wish to
but-
discuss.
Should probably
Right.
step somewhere without a ton
Sure.
of people. We get,
All up to you, of course. By all means, feel free to lead the way.
Okay, people are gonna
The
look
coin
weird if we
starts
do
to
that.
glow. You feel it
People are gonna
resonate
look at us weird if we do it
with
in
your
the middle of the
divinity.
I mean, that's completely up to you. I don't have any problem about performing in person.
It turns red. The light flame.
What would you like? Chicken, beef, veggie?
Can I have a chicken?
Seafood? Okay.
When did I eat last, actually?
Would anyone else like a bento?
I'll take
We had
one.
chicken, beef, veggie,
I'll take a seafood one.
I'm gonna meet my quota today.
That's not the person who I wanted to follow me.
Here you go.
Appreciate it.
Why is Ludwig on fire?
Food.
His blood just does that now.
Maybe they need a bento.
Oh,
He's flaming.
Here you go.
It glows a blood.
Would you like a bento? I heard you're not yourself when you're hungry, and you look like you're not yourself.
Sure, why not? I will take it. I will
You
take
appear
it.
to be on fire.
I have chicken, beef, seafood. Please don't do it. I'm very fragile.
I will take beef. I am. Oh my God. I am so
Here
sorry,
you
by
go.
the way.
Why are you red? What color would you rather him be?
Thank you.
I don't have a preference.
I'm gonna be McCoy. Would you also like a bento?
The sides of the coin change.
I have chicken,
Shows your
beef,
house.
seafood, veggie. What would you like?
And it shows your connection to divinity
Here
in
you
the
go.
flame.
Thank you.
The symbol of it.
I do not wish to.
No, what do you fucking want, corporate construct?
You've discovered this trinket feels whose
That's
divinity
understandable. You
It's
have a
thinking
good
what
mother. Would
divinity
you
is
also
connected
like
to.
a
It's
bento?
recurring.
I would like a bento.
I have chicken, beef, veggie, or seafood. What would you like?
Pumpkin.
You're not red anymore.
You do not wish to talk, that is.
What do you
I have
want?
chicken.
Making that trigger a bit more often.
I
Normally,
simply have
I
things
stress
that I wish to
No
discuss.
problem. I think I have met my quota.
Discuss them.
I believe that it would be,
I'm essentially using my blood as a fuel source to boost
if you believe that the people around this area in the immediate earshot are trustworthy.
He's met his
What
word.
Fucking hell.
You're good. You can have.
Alright, what do you want? Please. I've had a terrible day.
Oh, I do not wish. This is not anything. Sorry if we got off on a bit of a wrong foot. I apologize. I have been told that it can be a bit unnerving when I am invisible and watch people.
Yeah, why do you stealth people around? I've had plenty of people do that to me. Quite a lot of them have tried to shoot me afterwards.
I apologize. That was not my intention. I am just a bit nervous. That is all.
Not good for a corporate to be nervous about speaking to people. Isn't your entire job buttering people
I'm
up?
not a corporate.
You're not a corporate. So you don't work with Void?
The answer to that question is quite complicated.
Answer that question quite complicated. Alright then.
I do not work for them, as
You don't
my
work...
father does not believe I am a person.
Ah, well. I'd say you work for them. If you're... Do you listen to them?
Well, it is... I listen to Mother.
Who does your mother work for?
That is also another complicated question.
Oh. Who is your mother?
My mother is the head of the commissions department of Void, Cariad.
I know her. Right, fine. Here's riding it on you, Peep. What do you need?
I just thought you would find it prudent that you have been noted by my brother, Ray, as a individual of note of knowledge more than most people know. While it is technically public knowledge, most people are not very aware, especially those who have not done dealings with us, of Annalise and his position at the top of Void. Especially not when they see a construct and that is their first thought.
Your crystalline golems are pretty common. I've seen the adverts for them.
They are becoming more.
Is it not easy enough to just know the CEO of a company?
It is not, but most people do not elicit such a reaction.
I don't like corporates.
And you? That is fair, that is fair. Well, that name you mentioned. Peep.
Friend of mine.
Peep. I understand that my brother has many friends across this metaverse. And, well, I am doing my part to ensure that the wrong information does not get out to my father.
Your father being...
Annalise.
I see. So you don't want information going to him? For what reason?
For his safety. And that is what Mother requires of me.
Fair.
I do not ask for your trust. I do not.
You don't have
I
it.
simply ask that. That is understandable. I simply ask that any information about any of my brothers that are classified as rogue, being, and my sister, being Peep, or what was it, Cal, I believe, or Morfran.
Haven't heard any
I
of those
request that
names
information.
other than Peep.
I simply request
Brothers
that
and
they do
sisters.
not- Yes.
Well. Do you think I'm on about a construct?
I am aware. I am aware of it. Do not try and pull this on me. I am aware of the construct you speak of.
You're putting words in my mouth.
If you wish to be this way, then so be it. But if you wish to be difficult and potentially endanger the lives of my brother, that is fine. I'm putting myself at an enormous risk by having this discussion with you.
Perhaps I should tell your higher-ups then.
What was it that you said? I don't like corporates.
I don't. Doesn't mean I can't use them as weapons.
And if you believe that you would get anything but torn in half by my father, then, well, I don't think you're that dumb.
Who said I had to tell him? Who said I even had to tell this? There are plenty of ways of spreading information that don't always involve just going up to a man and speaking to them.
What would you have to gain from this information?
It's not what I have to gain. It's what you
Any
have to...
information that any information that you would make you a reliable source, you would have to give up information that would then mean that you make you targeted as an enemy. If you just called my father and said these things, you really believe that he would believe you?
And if he does, you willing to make that call?
Are you willing to play with the safety of one of your alleged friends?
Why is he in danger? And how can you
Don't
ensure
work.
this safety?
I cannot ensure safety. I am simply working towards it. A lot of people have very loud mouths. I am simply trying to spread the knowledge that the other constructs are not to be told information, even a mention. If you do not believe me, I have spoken to the white-haired animalkin with the pink hair. I believe they were pink. By the name of Echo, if you are familiar with them.
I'm familiar with them, yes.
I have said the exact same thing to them. I am simply trying to spread information. I do not ask for anything in return. Well, I ask that you do not spread information. That is all.
I mean, I usually don't spread secrets around.
And may chance do your best to prevent it from being spread by others.
I got it, but sadly I can't. I'm not the best at doing that. Well, I am actually, but I'm too good. It causes other problems. The people who I make not spread information never speak again. If you catch my drift.
You were talking about murder.
If you want to call it that.
That is the definition.
Yes, I'm quite aware. Just let me be cool.
Understood. I also am aware.
So you just want to make sure that people don't speak about a construct called Peep.
I know that it may seem a futile task. I just am simply specifics, locations.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell any.
Where to find him. Those things.
I mean, generally I don't tell that about if some random person comes up to me and asks us those sort of things about people I know. I generally don't sort of tell them that. So what are you going off right now? That I know someone called Peep. That happens to be similar to someone you're looking for. What are the chances that's the same person? It could be a nickname. Could be anyone.
I already have confirmation from the one named Echo that is who you are talking. Well, I can make assumptions. If you wish to
play this game,
I may be not great at socializing, then, but I am not a fool.
Beaver, everyone else always fucks me over.
What would I have to gain from my brother being captured?
Money, recognition. Oh wait, you're not a person, are you? At least according to them.
My mother sees me as a person.
So why are you?
This is her wish.
And that's what you needed to say. I won't spread any information about him to avoid constructs. I already know that. Not stupid. I don't spread information. I don't spread information I know to corporates.
if you could spread this information to others that you do trust, to more so, not all of this information, but more the word of what is what.
All right.
Ting. Platinum coin.
Is it magical at all?
Yes.
Is it like...
It seems to be enchanted with something.
How? I've eaten it.
You should have expected this from a void construct, I'm going to be honest with you.
You should have expected this.
Do you have divinity?
No. Actually.
No, they're from space rocks, aren't they? Oh.
Kind of? Not necessarily. Like, not like...
Yes
kind of.
or no?
I would say no.
I don't... The lore on that has not been cemented yet.
We'll go with no for now, then.
We'll go with no. We'll go with no for now.
Go with no, go with no, go with no.
Oh
no.
You feel a red sensation in your mouth, and you suddenly start seeing red. Bloodlust starts filling your mind.
I don't see.
You start to feel bloodlust. Just to explain what the magical item does, because you've just destroyed the enchantment, and now the enchantment's in you. It channels the nearest divinity.
Fuck. Fuck.
Meaning, you're channeling that.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll leave you to scrap this out. I'll be watching. Cards back up. 3, 2, 1.
You know, I think those coins are cursed. You really shouldn't have done that.
Why not?
Nah, because you just eat random coins off the ground.
No. Shouldn't. No. He's just helpful. He's helpful. My scales are quite red. I presume that you're a dragonborn of some kind. That is peculiar. Wonder what they would look like with more blood on them. Just simply in the jugular. Just tear it out. It would be simple.
No. Wouldn't your mother want you to not hurt one of Peep's friends?
But you said yourself that you couldn't be talking. You could be talking about anyone.
But the assumption that I could be one of the people. That's what you're going off. That's what matters right now, isn't it? What you're thinking.
Yes, but you do have information, and you did threaten to harm. You did threaten to spread information to my father that would harm. So it would be so much easier to just tear that out. Simply.
Should have brought my sword. I should have brought my sword. Fuck. Oh. Fuck.
Oh, you
Wait.
calm him. You threatened him.
Wait, back up, both of you.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave now.
No. There's something wrong with her. She's tamed very spontaneously. Marge, back away. No, there's something wrong with this.
Wait a minute.
Have you been doing...
Dylan, readjust the bubble. Make sure the bubble them.
Back up, Dirge. Okay, Oh, that's convenient.
Alright.
What happened?
Dylan, what are the fuckers
Right,
with these
what
coins?
happened?
Because I saw one drop near Ludwig, he picked it up, and it started glowing red and being on fire, like how he is. Right? What does that do? What do they do? What do these coins do? Because they just ate one.
What are you
They
talking
just ate
about?
one.
Coins?
A coin. Well, we don't know,
This is
but
the-
we could
this is
probably
the
analyze
first
the
I'm
one that Ludwig picked up. Yeah, I saw
hearing
the one that.
about
I
coins.
thought it was just on the ground. I only noticed it when I pointed it out to Ludwig.
Yeah, this is the
Are they
first time I'm hearing
This
about
is... No,
Let me
here's
go
the
see if I
issue.
can find Ludwig. He's in the main hall.
He's in upstairs.
The signs
yeah.
she's exhibiting, the twitches, the speaking, the everything. It reminds me a lot of someone. Someone I know very well.
Why don't you see if you can detect any sort of magic influence on them?
Good idea.
Well, at least we know they're still in the bubble.
Yeah, they does.
You would detect that there seems to be an tether on. And you'd see it's almost a direct tether straight to Dirge and something within Dirge.
True.
It's like a line.
What are you?
Hey, Marge, can you do me a favor? Use your funny little severing thing and kind of wave it in front of Dirge.
Okay, usually I use it in rituals. I need a little more context in that.
There is something... I'm seeing something between them and Dirge.
Why would I avoid...
Let me see.
What do those coins do?
I can
Because
try
this
something.
happened immediately after they ate the coin.
This is the first time I'm hearing about
We don't know. I think
coins.
we need to take a look at one of these coins proper.
Yeah.
And just like that,
Can I
you're
get
back
it?
to normal. No more ribbon.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it.
Okay, it's gone. Are you okay? And or are you aware of your surroundings?
Should we make an announcement to let people know not to pick up a coin, and if they see one, tell a staff member?
I think we should.
Yeah, I need to do the 30-minute announcement anyways.
Yeah, I'll watch them.
I'm gonna put down the barrier because I don't see the tether anymore. And they just seem really confused.
He doesn't have the coin anymore. Okay. If we should just make an announcement, if anyone finds a coin, don't touch it, call an employee.
Yeah,
Why
I'm
is
gonna
shit
go do that
happening
real
here
quick.
now? Shit never happens here. Why is shit suddenly happening here? This was supposed to be a boring job. What were the symbols on both sides again?
I didn't look at the coin. I wasn't looking at the coin. I saw them pick him up and
You
eat
said
it.
something about like a feather and a mask.
Feather and a mask. Don't know what that means.
Didn't Ludwig? I'm
Right.
not even sure.
So you know that god I mentioned? Do you know why I was
one?
mentioning it? The Formless Mother. I mentioned it because one of the things that they do is Fiery blood.
Ah, shit.
So, we need to speak to Ludric if he worships a certain deity.
We need to speak to Ludric. If anyone sees Ludric, can they say that Dirge and I need to speak with them? We just need to clear some stuff up. He's not in trouble. To think I was about to quit. I guess this job keeps me busy.
We should probably go
Well, I guess
reconcile them, by the way.
I don't necessarily...
If my suspicions are correct, they've just experienced a lot.
You can probably talk to them better than I can. I'm gonna keep my eyes open.
Ludwig gave me the breakdown of everything that happened to them. They also gave me a general description of the coin.
Are you alright?
So, at least we know what the coin looks like.
I know, being scared of people after that happens.
I want to make sure that what I understood is what he said.
So, he said that he never actually, ingested the coin, which is
That was an
apparently what they
accident.
did.
I wouldn't eat strange magical coins that drop at your feet.
24 minutes. Please make sure you have finalized any last-minute item purchases, item requests, or book rentals. The bar is now closed. And if you see a coin outside on the ground, please do not pick it up, and please inform staff. Thank you.
Next time, don't eat a random coin you see on the street.
What
coin might be connected to
analysis. What was that?
That we discussed earlier. Which, if that's the case,
I hate
this might be.
Don't think about it too hard. It wasn't you, and I don't blame you. You should probably go rest now.
Never felt anything quite like that before.
No, it's a very unique experience, isn't it?
So we know that at least there's that.
Yes. I don't have that coin anymore.
No,
Just so
you
it's
don't.
clear.
They had one and they ate it, and we had to stop that because of its effects.
Oh.
So something's going on. Why here? We don't know. And what exactly this coin is, we don't know.
So you know that deity I mentioned
At
earlier?
least analyze it and do some.
Yeah.
The one that the one about wounds.
Yeah.
Do you in fact
there's
have
ways to do
anything
that.
to do with
I
them?
could also just draw a magic
I
circle
won't
around it,
judge.
contain it until we find a better way to.
Yeah.
Not in particular.
All right. Sorry.
I've heard talks of them, but that's all I know.
Also,
Okay,
I'm
then.
now dealing with a mimetic
they-
hazard, which I can't tell you about because.
Don't speak about that. That's just going to set off my anxiety again.
Yeah, I know. I'm letting them know though. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
That's fine. Well,
Why is this
there's my
this
theory
is
out
stuff
the
I deal
window
with, though?
because
can't
I might
just
have
be
been
a
able to figure
regular
out what
chemist.
happens there,
Why
but
did I have to
never
look too
mind.
deep into crazy shit? Anyway.
Because well, just the fact your blood was on fire and the bits that I could gather about this deity, not that much thing about it, right? Because it's from some really fucking far-flung place. Something about fiery blood. And when you mentioned your blood was on fire, that's what made me think about it. Because I think, oh, I remember blood fires before.
There's a woman who came by the keep. Speaking of something similar, when she saw what I was doing and was asking questions about it, I can understand the correlation.
Currently, if someone else can figure out how to dispel it, then good.
I figured that would be an immediate. I figured that would be your thing.
Well,
I believe
if
in her
these
case,
coins are
your
linked to
thing
what I
can-
think
it's
they
cut or
are,
anything. Yeah.
which is
It's severs.
divinity.
Which is what we needed to do. But because I can't see the connection,
I've been told what I do is divine connection, but that makes no sense for what I am. Well, not fully. To an extent it does.
Gods aren't always
only
holy.
one that can solve a problem. But when it does
Yeah,
happen,
I'm aware of
I
that. I
want
don't
to be
pray
here
to them,
because if something
though.
happens, I'm
That's
not
the
here,
part that I'm
then I
talking
feel like I'm
about. Or do I reach out
Well,
often?
you can always use my sword if you need to.
That's fine.
It's not just a
Dust.
blade. This is literally a
But
ritual.
someone, that construct over there, ate the coin, and then
Alright, I'm
afterwards
cleaning chalk out, I'm making a
they
mental-
exhibited the exact
who's the bench?
signs
What's the bench out of the way?
I do when you know what is happening.
Something. Don't touch
Hmm.
the coin, just move the bench.
When I'm
I already moved it.
embracing my nature.
In case it disappears.
The symbol changes to Ludric's house.
Huh? What in the world?
It seems to be swapping between the two every couple of seconds.
Hold on. A little bit.
Ludwig, get your butt over here.
Where go? I swear.
4. All right.
People do treat
That
me
circle might be able to contain
Come on,
it.
Ludwig. Come here.
Don't disrupt the circle. Just look at it, but don't enter the circle I drew. It's rudimentary, but it should contain it somewhat.
Depending on who is closest, between Dirge and Ludwig, it will flicker and change to their symbols accordingly. Either the symbol of ball or Ludwig's household.
Oh, this is some magic shenanigans.
Well, I recognize that symbol. It's kind of an easy symbol to recognize.
What? You detect on it. That's what we're asking. Dirge, do you need to get out of the bubble?
I need to get out of the bubble.
Yeah,
I need to get out of the bubble. I need to. I need out of this bubble. I need. Leave. Leave.
Just walk
out. Okay, I can walk out. Okay.
So we got a funky coin that...
No, not you.
We have a funky coin that changes based on who's closest to it, and then if you eat it, it drives you nuts.
Miss Gunn.
Most coins.
Yeah, what's up? I saw you pick something up, but I didn't see what it was. I want to see where it was.
Generally not to the extent that we saw it happen. And I don't want to really test out if it happens a second time.
I don't know where you
now that we've at least contained it in a very rudimentary
coin had some weird kind of magic on it. I can't detect. I can only sense magics.
Okay. I don't know. Detect magic. Trying to figure out maybe is the coin alive? Is it sentient? Is it enchanted to do something? What kind of enchantment? There's got to be like.
Man, it's almost like I said, don't pick up any coins you find for a fucking reason. They picked it up before the announcement.
So we can walk this bit by bit.
You came back in the bubble.
We'll do this.
Yeah.
Well,
thankfully, I believe it's only going to be since I'm the closer one. It shouldn't be flickering. So here's what we're going to do. First and foremost.
Because Dirge also left the bubble. I need to go find Dirge now.
I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm going back in.
Dirge.
Cool. Guess I'm heading back.
I gotta go stop her.
Okay, bye.
Dirge is standing next to me, Dylan.
Yeah, I hope Q is okay.
I had my mini panic attack. I'm fine now. I'm dealing with this.
Go search for him. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna
Trinket.
eat that coin.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a trinket.
Into containment of some sort.
Divinity detector. The enchantment replicates the effect of divinity that is nearby. It is a tiny trinket.
Are there any other curses or effects attached to it?
Nope, that is it. It's just an enchantment that has that effect.
So, with Identify, I'm already able to ascertain that it mimics the closest thing to divinity that's near it, or followers of it. So, you probably do not want to be near this thing, mostly because of what it might attract with its presence. No offense.
Well, you picked it up, right? And it just disappeared?
Well, just disappear, put it in the pocket, and then just...
I'd rather not have my
more
secrets
to
discussed
just
so
in the
openly,
detecting.
please.
So hold on. So first things first.
Oh, yeah, no picking up coins, by the way.
Magic sense, I'm going to try to see, is there anything connected to anyone? Or a trail leading to anything?
Just seems to have a line straight to anyone who has divinity, and it does seem to be the weapon users as well.
Yeah.
So you got note of it.
Alright.
I'll do that for you.
Clay?
Yeah?
Move to your left. Just move to your left. Just don't worry about it.
Just move. Take 2 steps.
Slide.
No, just take 2 steps.
You're doing the cha-cha slide. Now slide to the left.
No, take it back now, y'all.
Yeah, go take it back now, y'all. One hop this time.
No, yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing that. Alright.
Yeah.
Just pointing at me.
You saw that thing. No.
Why is the funny coin?
Actually, hang on. Let me see if I can see anything.
Give me a golden lotus.
I don't know if I expected to see anything. Everything is just a kaleidoscope now. This is completely pointless.
No, I heard
You do see something.
Well, fair.
Wait. No,
You see a connection. It seems to be almost like a pattern going out, like almost like a circuit board across the coin. It seems to be just replicating whatever it's nearby.
I don't know either.
Huh.
Make it a beautiful accessory.
There's something going on across it, but I have no idea what I'm looking at. I don't know enough about it to guess what I'm perceiving here.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
This is wacky shit, y'all.
Is it like not? It's not dangerous, right? Like. I mean, I can try.
We're not going to speak about what this thing is doing to anyone, right?
Okay. Ask the first before you leave. Yeah.
Probably not, until we have a little more information and what that information could imply on a larger scale.
You guys good? You guys okay?
No.
It's not, if we don't touch it, it's not actively dangerous, as far as we can perceive at this moment.
It seems like calling me a cultist. I mean, I was.
And for some reason, it connects, it kind of looks like a weird circuit, like the closest thing I can think of is like when I see techie circuit boards, is what it looks like to me, which I just expected to see a bunch of swirling colors, because this never works, but I see something.
No.
I just don't know exactly what I'm looking at.
So that wasn't well, yes.
This is fucking creepy.
Just so you know.
Yeah, just be careful you don't accidentally bump the circle.
So,
it looks like him, but it's not him.
Not gonna bump.
The only thing is,
circling.
we figured out what it does, but it still disappeared from Ludwig, was ingested, then appeared here. So there's something else to this.
They're gone.
We just don't know what.
Guessing, from what information I have, they went into a reflection.
And if the question is someone needs to stop paying attention to it and it disappears, then staring at it will help keep it in place, because I don't know if that's a factor.
We can't stare at it forever, though.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, I think all of us have blinked at some point,
See if that
so...
works.
I mean,
While it's in the circle, nothing happens.
I know, but it's funny.
Remember when I was a synth and I spent that entire week watching Doctor Who? There's this one thing that only moves when you don't look at it.
Mirror version of that person, and they might be gone now.
Because we can't confirm that that's not how this works.
From a drop from
We might as well keep paying attention to it, just in case.
You just say that. That's not English.
Plus, me watching it this way, if it suddenly changes to my vision, I guess it's important to know. And then you're looking at it with normal eyes. So that's important as well.
Yeah, except I'm getting nerved out because you know what symbol it's currently got.
This thing is pointing to things.
Well, then why don't you step away and we have someone else look at it?
I'm smart.
Because
Nothing.
this is kind of my area of expertise, isn't it?
Friends with the divine. Hopefully.
True, but if you're getting stressed out, you may not think
I can
clearly,
handle a
and we
little
need
bit of
people that can
stress,
think.
okay? I'll just...
Okay.
It's fine. I trust all the people here. It's just pointing out that I'm an ex-cultist. That's all it really is.
Informed me that that was a reflection.
I mean, it's pointing to a symbol, I guess, sometimes for me, for something I'm not. I'm an atheist, and it would just... imagine if it
The
just,
more
when I
you
went up to
focus
it,
on a
it had, like,
dirge,
a
it seems to resonate with what you feel.
Like, imagine if I walked up next to it and it just had, like, the cancel symbol on it. That would have been really funny as an atheist.
I need to leave.
Actually,
what do you mean by that?
If I think about the hour the Sister and Witch...
It starts to resonate with what you feel and your divinity.
Actually, technically it's not a god. I don't think they have any form of divinity on our scale, so actually it probably wouldn't...
So, hear me out.
This is This is probably the least interesting thing I've just sat and watched for a good while.
It breaks. The moment you break your eye contact.
Coin, I like coins. I collect.
Oh.
Hi, Maxine. Good to see you.
I knew my eyes are
That's
on
odd.
me. I was wondering
Not the weird coin.
I had a theory. I have a theory, and I think it's a good working
Well-
theory. Broken now, but hypothetically,
Well, we can probably put the dome down now that it's gone.
Yeah, that coin's not
I
real.
have a bad idea.
So what is it?
But then why could we perceive it on multiple levels?
Hear me? Hold on, I'm getting to that point. So, time for some Ludric big brain
The
bullshit.
circuit board is still there.
I go get a bunch
Wait.
of I go get a
So-
bunch of like chocolate coins.
The idea is very
Hasn't
simple.
changed.
No. Wait, what do you mean it's still
How's
there?
it going?
Drop the barrel.
We're dealing with the weird, funny coin.
You still
No,
see
don't
it
put
as
it. It's
normal.
still there. It's still there. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
It's still there.
Hmm?
I can see it. It's still there.
A broken coin is in front of all of you.
That's the broken coin.
Not. I still see everything fine.
Fuck it. I'm gonna do, fuck it. I'm gonna touch it.
Then we're
See what
not.
happens.
I will punch you in the knee if you come within touching distance of that.
Okay.
So, can I say my theory
Go on.
first before
Yes.
we start doing things?
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so hear me out, because this makes the most sense to me. So, I had the coin. Coin disappeared out of my possessions. I put it in my pocket, right? Process. No one was close enough or swift enough to pickpocket me that I can hear, detect, and see around me. So that tells me something is either able to, by the time from the moment we walk from over here to inside and then back, either something is incredibly powerful, incredibly stealthy, or the coin itself is not what it appears to be. The thought behind it, however, is that it is not an item meant to simply be like a little object you carry with you. It's a tracking device. Because it reveals whoever's close to it with what they're connected to. If somebody's looking for something, or someone with an association with this particular thing, that is a great object to just...
So what's these things connected to? Small desk?
Divinity.
I'm swinging away.
I mean,
Precisely.
different varieties. But
I'm not divinity divine, divinity like looking.
So, I'm gonna hypothesize that thing is meant to
Oh,
be
I see what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know what this means.
Oh, I get it.
Half of me is divine, and I have divine things on me.
No,
then you might want to.
It's not divine divinity. It's divinity. It looks for things like locate person or locate
The
object.
coin
That's
reconstructs as it glows purple with crystals.
Divination.
Oh.
What
It's
the
really
fuck?
weird and complicated, and they're
I
really
think it's-
close to
Did
each
something
other, and
happen?
it's stupid.
Yes.
The circuit board starts to twist, turn.
Ethan.
Okay, what's
walk
it
backwards
doing?
for a second. I want to try something.
Actually,
Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
try that. See what happens.
How far is the
It's
distance?
glowing. I don't know if it's glowing on your end, but it's glowing on my end.
It's still the same.
Ethan, come
Did it
back
do
over here. It
something?
seems like it
A
didn't do
platinum
anything.
coin with purple crystals
like me?
in between the cracks.
I don't know. Oh, it's a
Has the
coin.
coin chosen me?
Oh God,
No,
Ethan's
it hasn't.
living.
That'd be a hell of a way to choose.
I don't know.
to
It's a
build it.
coin. Mm.
Are you the coin castle hero?
Can I walk into the wrong?
Am I meant to defeat the evil gambling machine?
Oh my God.
Finally, someone who could beat my addiction.
I'm gonna put the
Thank you.
bubble back up. I'm gonna put the bubble back up.
Yeah, that's a good
Bubble,
idea.
yeah, because it's still in the circle, and I can still see this. The weird circuit something is doing things.
Yeah.
I
Should
don't
I
know
try
if it's not
touching
doing
it?
things. No.
No.
Leave it in the circle. Okay, in characters,
Okay.
there's like a magic circle with lit candles around it, like we did the other day, but it's like a different circle,
Dumb
but it's
idea.
still, you know.
Kill the R. Kill the
Dumb idea, and you're going to say no. Have we tried shooting it?
I have my gun on me.
I don't.
Modern
I don't know what that would
problems require
accomplish. It
modern
might
day
just fling it.
solutions.
What it's associated with.
What if I
It
hit
can
it with a
also
golden
cause
frying
whatever
pan?
magical power is inside of it to explode out.
Yeah. I'm trying to just think like if we throw
But
like a rock at
someone
it.
put it here.
Okay, so why are we not picking it up?
Because
he teleported
one
somebody else.
person picked it up, put it in their pocket, and
Oh, okay.
disappeared. Another person picked it up, ate it, went crazy, then it reappeared anyway. And that third time, we kept it here.
Okay, so it doesn't sound dangerous. It's just, it sounds like it just does
Dangerous
random
as
things.
long as we keep an eye on it and don't touch it.
Can I? Am I allowed one grace since we're in the bubble?
Okay, what are you asking for?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Be
I'm the
careful
funny
of the
guy
magic
with the
circle, don't disrupt it.
I would not. Hear me out.
No, I was telling him.
Have we tried flipping it?
It's a lot better, I think. But
I
No.
love a game of heads and tails. If I may, I would like to attempt. I know what I am. I'm very silly. I'm probably
Well,
sure I
if we're
can
in the
handle
bubble, in theory, we should be okay. Who's in
right.
favor of
Wiccarium
flipping?
5 minutes. Please make sure.
I
Who is
will- I'm in
against
favor
the
of
idea of
honor.
flipping?
Alright, let's.
I will be
Staring at if
sorry.
it's gonna do nothing.
And please start making your way towards the
I mean-
stone.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
fucking
It's gonna make you
purple
anything, but
purple
I don't.
crystals like
I
me
don't
when I
have a
got
better
close to it, so I don't know.
So that's like the one. First off, just touch it.
I think is what they called it.
That's
I
the
will
first
touch it
step is
first.
just touch it, and we'll watch what happens when you touch it. If
All right,
nothing
okay.
happens, we'll give it a shot to flip it. Just keep it inside
All
the
right.
circle and don't actually mess up the
Of
circle in case
course,
something
of
weird
course,
happens. It's not a very
course. I'm
strong
just
protection
gonna be
circle,
safe.
but
Indeed.
it's something.
Oh.
When you grab onto it, nothing happens.
I fucking hate you, Corona.
All right. We're going for a good coin
He's a
toss here.
fucking turn.
Yep.
It disappears.
You know, it's not every day you get told like, hey, you should.
That's boring.
Wait, hold on. Watch this.
Did you guys
Try to do magic trick shit. Yeah.
They flipped the coin.
It comes out of Bondi's ear.
Classic.
Why did that work? Why did that?
Okay,
Why
now
did that work?
Hold on.
If I don't turn into one, I think I'll be.
Also, that
I
means
think
it's
I'll
technically
be
out
fine.
of the circle.
I don't think
It has the symbol of the beast. Primordial symbol of the beast.
Corona.
Yes,
Like-
that one.
I don't cure you.
Give me that coin. No shit.
Yeah, we know.
Oh,
Let me check out that coin.
Whoa.
Ugh.
That has a very bad symbol on it. I'm not
Anyone else feeling kind of?
shitting you.
Okay. As long as you don't.
A little bit?
touch
Okay,
it,
I'm not the
'cause
only one.
I'm pretty sure I'm fine. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so the thing is, right? That is an Agarthan symbol.
Agarthan symbol.
That is from the
Wait,
Dark
wait,
Age.
wait, back up. Hang on.
Wait.
Okay, then yeah, that's probably them.
The symbol on
Okay.
it
Same
is the
circuit
symbol
board.
that
You
was
want me to
on my
touch
right
it?
hand.
Explain what it does.
Scooch closer. Let's see if we can switch it again.
They just hit a mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Take like a few steps back. Well, we can get someone else who's divine or has some sort of weird. Did Ludric leave?
No, we'll use me. Go on.
I can't actually see very well
Hi
with this, so
everyone.
if he's standing right up there, and I
Ex-cultist
couldn't
here.
tell.
It's going to
I
swap
have
to the
an
symbol
angel
of the god I
basically
used to
watching over
worship.
me. I don't know.
Or, my patron.
Wait.
It immediately swaps when Leaf has physical contact with it.
We're going to send the shot.
And there we are. The symbol of
Swaps.
that one.
It just keeps looking the
Lol.
same to me, so I'll take your word for it.
The frack?
So it really is just a divinity detector that likes jumping around.
Switches immediately to the mark of the beast.
What happens if I?
What the frack?
Hold on.
Oh, let me tell you.
Immediately swaps to your direct connection divinity. So if it's a symbol of a house, it'll appear.
I'm curious.
Why are
There's
you
only
afraid of
one
this? It's
piece of
useless.
divinity that I have here.
Because it drove one person crazy.
I did see them.
They ate it.
Quite some time. I think they might have left.
Okay, keep
Yeah, that's
going.
like step one of stupidity.
Just don't put it in your mouth.
Yeah, I told
I
them
can't
not to.
actually. To me, it just keeps looking the same, so I don't know what it changed to.
Let me put magic item in
Switches.
my
Just
mouth.
touching my arm with a coin on it at this
There it
point.
is, symbol of
Okay,
the
hold on.
murder god.
We could put it on the bench.
Switches.
Alright,
don't-
okay.
I took it off your end.
Are we gonna play? We're gonna play
Ethan
toss
has
with the
it.
coin.
Ethan has it. Ethan took
Are
it.
we-
Ethan
are we
has
gonna-
it.
Ethan.
Are we gonna play toss with the coin?
Okay, so we know it's safe to handle as long as you keep an eye on it.
What's on the other side of the coin?
The symbol of the Forsaken. Primal.
Do I sense any actual aether
but we
coming
don't know
from
why it
this thing?
teleports.
No, it just seems to be mimicking you. And the divinity
Okay,
that
I
you have
fucking-
and you're connected to.
I hate this fucking coin. Okay,
give it here.
This symbol is the symbol of the Forsaken, the one that invaded the waterfront. This is the symbol of the Beast, which is the symbol that I'm mostly associated with.
Satan?
No, like Agarthan.
A different beast. Okay. I was like, that doesn't
Yeah.
sound right, but
On one side, it is a ball. The other side, it has a dragon's head on it.
Might I take another look at another crack at it?
Go ahead. Freaky. Every time I see that symbol, freaks me out a little bit, but you know.
I feel like I need to put my goggles back on to see what everyone's looking at, because to me it just keeps looking the same.
Is it which one you got it nearest to?
Touch my nub. You can see.
Don't presume
my
I can't
vision.
do anything with it, can I?
Well, I can put my goggles
Nope.
back on.
It's on a divinity. You're just a fucking tomb,
Damn.
bro.
What about my wife?
Is anyone
who's an
else
angel?
feeling nauseous? Because I need to sit down.
Switch to their symbol.
Huh.
Oh.
Oh, that's just my wife's symbol. Yeah. You have any divinity on you?
Oh no, I just talked to a lot
So,
of divine beings.
well, there you go. That's at least a bit more comfort. It is also works with
Oh.
association, once again.
Oh.
Ex-cultist, everyone. Don't know why it's got a dragon on the other side. Probably because I'm a dragonborn. And there's some connection with...
It seems to pick up on anything as obscure as it can, if it's any sort of divinity.
So, there you go.
Which I'm surprised. I wonder if it's... Actually, can I...
Yeah, I mean, it seems
I
like
see?
Has a symbol of a fox on it.
I think he flexed.
And other side, a quill.
I think he flexed, so I'm just gonna slowly take it from him. Sheesh.
Okay, so that's weird, right? The crystals that it sprouts on it, some of them are yellow, some of them are purple. Very similar to this.
Are they gonna
but it doesn't have any actual aether signatures coming off of it.
I'm heading home. You got there goes the tune. I'm heading
Yeah,
home.
the
You
coin
guys
seems to
have
be
fun. You
The
guys
coin
have
seems to
fun
be
messing with
perfectly
these
fine,
magic coins.
as long as you don't eat it.
Yeah,
I think
but the
I figured out
question
what
is,
happened.
Why
with-
does it teleport from people's pockets?
Oh.
Why is it teleporting back here?
So, right, I
question.
think I've got it right. It tacks onto whatever sort of tiny little influence it can grab. Right? We've established that. I am an ex-cultist of a cult of a murder god that begins with the letter B. The one's an industrial. I can't say the name. It's a trigger word for me.
Right.
So it attached onto that divinity. The person who attacked me after eating the coin was a magical construct. Presumably, it just sort of ate it and gained its effects, right? And so
Possibly.
it went with that. And what do you think the magical aura of the bee guy makes you want to do?
Kill.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
I mean, then
okay.
Yeah, no,
and
it
then the
just
other
looks like a
side,
weird circuit
presumably
board
it's a
to my
dragon.
funny eyes.
Presumably that means Tiamat, because I'm a white dragonborn. Tiamat also likes destroying things, so.
That would make sense. Can I try flipping it? Because when Indy was holding it, it didn't do anything, but with me it changes and stuff. So
My leg. Body of God was one
seems
of
to
us.
have nothing happen. There's God is not here.
We did it! We solved the mystery! The coin is now inert! Woohoo!
I'm pointing at it with my non-arm.
Did he die? Is he talking to someone?
God is dead.
He's somewhere in the
Pretty anticlimactic, but you know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
At least it didn't explode.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Man,
not
I can't
every
believe
adventure
you
has
flipped
to
a coin
end.
and it just straight up Bogo's Binted.
Bogo's Binted?
Wow.
Okay. Bogo's Binted? What?
Oh.
Photos printed?
Bogo's Binted? Oh, what?
I'm just gonna put it in my wallet.
Me, it's my Bogo's Binted?
Bogo's Binted?
What?
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 Oh my.
Are we just waiting for Crow to show back up? Does he know we need him?
I don't know.
I can inform him.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh
Croner?
god.
Fuck.
Oh god. Oh god.
What the fuck am I looking at? Guys, who the fuck just walked up?
Hello.
Are you like a really dedicated coin collector?
No, but I
Wait, are you from the IRS?
Is this your coin?
The IRS looks really fucked on other point. Hang on, actually, let me put my goggles on.
Take
No,
the-
they
take the
still
coin
look
out.
fucked. I'm taking the goggles back
Yeah,
off.
I have the funny coin.
Here, let me.
Yeah.
Is this your coin?
One of.
Okay.
One of.
What exactly is it?
It detects divinity of nearby people.
Wow,
It's not that much.
Is what it shows.
Well, why is it teleporting around then?
You want it back? Or
It is teleporting around. The only reason why it would teleport around is if there's something that prevents teleportation.
Oh, Ludwig did go inside. It prevent the inside. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't. Yeah, because you can't.
Yeah.
It is connected
Wait,
to the
Ludwig?
divinity of the material
Because Ludwig put it in his pocket.
Only things within the material
So as soon as he put it in his
plane can
pocket and went inside, it immediately.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That makes more sense.
Because I am a demon. I am
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you want your coin back, or
We don't know
like,
what
is
to
that
do
why
with
you're
it.
here?
Yeah, like why?
I can hold on to it for you if you'd like.
I was here for a different coin.
Oh, okay, so we can keep the coin.
Oh, there are more than one.
And that is one of the few that some people stole from my shop at the market here.
Somebody stole from your shop?
Wait,
you have a shop
Destroyed
here?
things. Yes, marketplace. I do dealings.
Wait, which one? Which stall is yours?
Wait, if someone stole it from you, why don't you want it back?
Oh, the one with jewelry.
Oh,
I don't know.
understandable. You know what? Honestly.
The coin was taken.
Oh.
So this is a less important. Well, it just seems like it's a low-hanging fruit if we're just offering it to you and you aren't taking it back. That just
It is
seems
a
weird to me.
trinket. It is fine. You may keep it.
For free? No strings
If you really want
attached?
it, you can keep it.
No
I
strings
think it's pretty cool.
I'll take
He's
it.
a demon, not a devil. There's a difference.
I think you'll
want
be
it? Oh,
very.
Whoa!
There you go.
Yeah, sure. I just think it might
Oh
be
yeah,
useful.
Ethan, can I pull you aside shortly? It would be useful for our
Yeah,
purposes.
that would be useful.
Can I pull you aside
The
for like
coin I'm
5
looking
minutes?
for is a golden coin.
Golden coin. Does it say about yay
Yes.
big? But
It is a golden coin in the shape of a diamond.
the shape of a
I don't know what you're on about,
Face,
sadly.
and in particular one.
Also, I still remember.
Okay, when I
Everyone else has
left,
forgotten.
did it start to feel better?
Don't come over here. We're talking about a problem that you can't hear about.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that you don't want to talk about. I
The reason why I don't know Hojo's favorite food. I don't know Hojo's favorite food. Got it.
yeah. We found a.
Did you see you found it?
What? No. They're having a
what were
different
you saying? I'm
conversation.
sorry.
They're having a very different conversation that we're not allowed to hear.
God.
So it has something to do with Ethan?
Okay, so diamond-shaped coin, golden color, has a face on
Yes.
it. Does it have any
No face
particular
on it.
properties?
It is blank. The
Blank,
only
both
thing
sides
it
are-
has on it
Is it something to do with
is
Rio?
engravings on the side. Draconic engravings.
Oh, I can read Draconic. That's good. Okay. So.
Yes.
Okay. Does it have any particular properties, like magic-wise?
It does. It allows you to go speak with one that is of divinity. A free chat.
Now, who would want a coin that would allow you to have a free chat with a divine being?
Well, it doesn't have to just be divine. It can also be another patron. It can also be a specific demon or devil. It just forces them within a sancted room within hell. It was one of Asmodeus's coins.
Oh, the devil of devil of the nine hells. Got it.
Wow.
This is
Got it. Okay.
This is
I had it in
Faerun.
my soul in a big black box, very inscribed.
So it can only be used once, can it?
And when I returned, it can be used a couple of times. For the last I know, though, this one probably only has 2 usages left.
Got it. Well, I have
Question?
no deities I want to speak to, and if I did, it would be to one, just to tell them to flip off. Or to fuck off, but I'd be saying fuck
Fair
off to a
enough.
corpse, so...
Some people do acquire the coins to do as such. It is a free will. No consequences can be had, because the room is of pure neutrality.
When was it taken?
My lab. So hopefully I can go back there and I can run some tests on myself to see if I pick up any weird Aether signatures, because if I remember correctly, Maurice said that they did pick something.
Your sex spreads, and it starts making people forget other things about you.
So far, Powder seems to be the same. She hasn't forgotten anything else. She just doesn't remember the arm. That's it. And she's the one that's most around me. So.
Oh, fuck it.